I'm a voodoo man. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm a voodoo man. I'm a voodoo man. I'm a voodoo man. I'm a voodoo man. Oh, what do you know about the crow that flies through the sky and it can never die? That's like me, you see. It's about to be unraveled to you when you listen to me, because I'm telling you now, I'm the voodoo man. I'm the toughest ghost all throughout the fucking land. Oh yeah, I'm saying this so you can hear it. Heavenly favor is the fucking Holy Spirit. And yeah, coast to coast, I'm the ghost with the most. And you can see my face on burnt toast. Yeah, all throughout the land, cause I'm everywhere, man. Cause I am the voodoo man. I'm the man, understand? Yeah, it's me, and I'm your best friend for eternity. And I'm all around this planet. My name's etched into the DNA. You understand it? Yeah, yo shit. It's all there, and there's no way you can try to compare me to anyone throughout the land. Because I said before, I am the voodoo man. And my bloodline goes back into the past, when they tried to kill my ass by killing my relative for being a witch. Yeah, but ain't that a bitch? That I still survive to this day, so you can hear everything I say. But they say that my bloodline is cursed. Well, I'll turn that curse into a reverse. Yeah, and turn it into a blessing. Because reality needs to have some undressing. Because reality will get naked. Cause when I get up on the microphone, I never fake it. Yeah, I'm always telling you the truth, you see. I'm the voodoo child for eternity. But I'm the voodoo man. Now, don't you know? I'm the dude that controls the dream realm, yo. In your dreams, everything seems like it's not just a reality that you wake up to every day. Don't you know, in your dreams you can really play around all throughout the land. Don't forget to thank the voodoo man for every good dream that you have ever had, because that's a good thing that you could be glad. Yeah, the voodoo man. What? Yeah, the voodoo man. What? Yeah, the voodoo man. I'm the voodoo man.
Warning. The Drunken Peasants podcast is full of comedic exaggerations, independent thought, insensitivity, and other offensive content. We strongly urge all viewers and listeners to keep their brains in their skulls throughout the entire duration of this podcast. Failure to do so will result in immediate death. If you wish to support this podcast, there are several ways to do so. First, you can sign up for a free audiobook trial at audibletrial.com/drunkenpeasants. Audible is the foremost seller of audiobooks today, with hundreds of thousands of titles to satisfy all manner of tastes. Second, if you shop on Amazon.com, please use the Amazon affiliate links in the description section of this video. Every purchase you make helps to support this podcast's existence. Third, please peruse our merchandise and see if any of it strikes your fancy. We sell a lot of t-shirts, so we must be doing something right. One more thing before I go. To make an official submission to the Drunken Peasants, whether it be a video for one of our segments, or fan art, or a picture of you wearing one of our shirts, or anything you think we might want to use on the show, that stuff needs to be sent to the Drunken Peasants Facebook inbox. Please do not send correspondence, as this will be deleted unread. With all that shit out of the way, it's time to begin the show.
Coming to you live from the frigid armpit of America, this is the Drunken Peasants podcast with Ben and TJ, bringing you opinions of the news from an altered perspective.
Fuck it! Hey man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
What the fuck are you talking about, atheist? It's okay.
You're nothing, TJ. You're garbage.
I just want to be liked.
You're garbage.
And now, here are your hosts, Ben and TJ.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
Welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast, episode 317. Woo! The Pussy.
Smoke weed every day.
The Pussy.
Fucking you right in the pussy, Ben.
Fuck you in the Pussy.
Pussy.
Let's get
Scotty, you are a pussy.
major developments. Breaking fucking news. I wish I had like an intro to play for this.
Dun 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 dun.
We now know.
Tuesday, January 31st at 8 p.m.
Yes.
The Drunken Peasants fucking meetup at Billiard Palace, dude.
The details are lying because it says the first week of February.
Yeah.
Wrong.
It's actually the
Wrong.
last day of January now.
Yes.
And where will it be held?
We've had to change it a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
It's at a place called Billiard Palace.
Billiard fucking Palace.
I thought I updated it, but
In Albuquerque.
I don't know why it's
I don't
not.
see it there, but
We'll fix it.
It will be shortly. Billiard Palace, Albuquerque, Drunken
And we're
Peasants
getting it
meetup.
just for us and our peeps.
Yeah.
So come out.
Come out and drink. 18
And
plus.
drink.
18 plus.
You don't even have to be
18
21.
plus.
18 plus. You can't drink, obviously.
But you can still come.
I mean, unless, whatever.
Yeah.
We ain't giving you
Yeah,
any booze.
yeah, we ain't giving you booze.
If you
but
can trick some other sucker into doing it, we can't stop that, but
Not us.
not us.
We got nothing to do with that.
18 plus, everybody. Come on down. It's going to be good. They've all been good so far.
Isn't someone missing here?
Oh. Hold on.
Someone.
Disgusting Paul.
Oh, is Paul? Oh, never mind.
We need to get Paul like some fucking intro music. Well, I guess he's gonna just.
It should be
here from now
tuba
on.
music, just like Brett Keane.
Here's fucking pestering Paul.
It's Paul.
Dude, I love my new intro song. Can you play that? Like, I love the tuba, dude.
It's like.
Yeah.
Paul.
Hold on, what? Paul, seriously, was the tuba just destined to be the fat kid instrument?
Yes.
I mean, why is that though?
Because
Look at it,
like a
because
fat guy.
it sounds like a fat guy. Wah, 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 wah. Like that's what we do all the time. We just waddle around going wah, wah. Somebody goes, "Oh, Paul, you got to go do this thing you didn't plan on doing today." Oh, wah, wah, wah. Yep, that's basically how it goes, dude.
Paul, you are a really annoying and pestering guy, but I do have to apologize to you because look,
Apologize.
I have to apologize because look, I accused you, and TJ fucking hung you out to dry, dude, with the fucking stealing shit. So I publicly apologize to Paul. It was TJ that stole the weed and brownies and all the other shit.
See, and he hid
Really?
it under my bed to make it look like
He
it was
did.
me. You fuck, TJ.
So TJ, are you gonna take responsibility now?
Yep.
Motherfucker.
He's lying.
TJ, I just really can't believe that you did that. I mean, why would you do that to Paul? I mean, look, Paul's moving across the country for you.
I'm jealous of Paul.
You're jealous
Just for
of
you,
Paul?
TJ.
Yeah.
For you,
For you.
TJ. So you guys
I'm jealous of Paul.
So you guys can cuddle.
'Cause Paul
Yeah,
has
so we can snuggle together like we used to back in Columbus. You remember those days, TJ?
Yeah, I miss
Just
you, Paul.
you, me, the fireplace, some hot cocoa.
Yeah.
I saw the
KY
picture
jelly.
of Paul laying seductively in front of the fireplace.
then,
It was so seductive, dude.
Come get me,
Then-
TJ.
then
Take
Ashley
me.
got in the
I
way.
still
Take
jerk off to
me,
that picture all the
TJ.
time.
Take me, love
Oh,
me.
you got a bone to pick with Ashley. It just, I mean, look, every time, like as soon as you got with Ashley, TJ got real quiet.
All right, Paul, we're going to go right into this fucking video.
This is another reason to envy Paul, because he gets the attention of the outspoken realist.
Yep.
Oh,
Here you
shit.
go, Paul.
I don't.
Ready?
Here comes the thunder,
I don't
Paul.
know, dude.
Ready?
The epic destruction of Paul's
Hello
ego.
everyone, Tor here, and I have this one little bone to pick with Paul's ego that I want to address because it bothers me. It bothers me that he painted this deplorably inaccurate picture of me in front of thousands of people as this smug, condescending DP hater who constantly attacks him over everything. And you can call me butthurt or whatever the fuck you want, but nothing bothers me more than people accusing me of shit I didn't do. So today, I'm gonna pwn the ever-living shit out of this disingenuous cunt.
Pwn.
So, one of the reasons for those awkward pauses of mine when I was on the
Is this Dr. Evil or something?
Yes. Paul's ego thinks that he can get away with making up inaccurate lies about me, but I'm going to pwn him.
show was because, as I said, I was just flabbergasted at the idea that, oh, I just hate the Drunken Peasants so much and attack them all the time for everything and make a video about them every month and so on and so forth.
Yeah,
and by
neither
the
did
way,
I.
2
In
videos...
fact, a little later in this video, he plays 2 quotes from me saying, not all your comments are negative, but some of them are, and those are the ones we're talking about.
Scotty, by the way, you now have the pause power too.
Oh, cool.
And
shit.
star power. Go ahead, exercise your right, Scotty. Hit it.
Dun, dun,
Do it.
Ever
Yeah.
is equivalent to once a month. So get fucked, DP Wiki.
Oh shit!
Now,
Ron
the
Shade
point of
the
this
Fancy
video is
Badger?
that Paul...
Yeah, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, how did Fancy Badger get caught in the fucking crossfire here? He writes a satirical wiki about us, dude. Calm your tits, homie.
Yeah, dude, that's not. I mean, look. In all fairness, yeah, like a lot of the shit is just totally made up. It's like like shit, like being devoured by dogs and all kinds of crazy shit. It's not something to be taken seriously.
Yeah, don't worry
and
about
his
it.
scumbag sycophants in the comments and on Twitter, who blindly accept whatever he says as fact, kept pushing this bullshit narrative
Are you
that...
guys noticing like any difference in tone from
Yeah, man. I wasn't
Outspoken
gonna say
Realist
it.
just talking on his own, and then how he was talking to us on the show? Because it was
Yeah,
kind of
dude,
different.
Now he's got that big swinging dick.
Yeah, dude, he's gorilla dicking now. Like, where was this gorilla dick last night when we brought him on the show, dude? You remember when he came on the show and was like, "Paul, you stupid fucking ignorant fuck"? No, I seem to remember, dude. I'm a big fan, Paul. I don't really get I'm kind of flabbergasted right now, bro. 72 hours later on your fucking channel, you're swinging your dick around like Billy Big Balls, dude. What's
All right,
up?
Let's listen to him. Let's listen to
let's
him.
do it.
right.
Sort of guys say. Yeah,
I'm
sort of
constantly shitting on DP in the comments all the time.
I don't know what you're doing.
I
in
have no
comments.
beef with the Drunken Peasants. I'll even go as far as saying we can just agree to disagree about the Dusty thing and move on.
Got no beef
But I do
'cause
have
you a
this one beef
chicken,
with Paul
bitch.
because he flat out misrepresented me, and I don't know how he doesn't understand this, but calling him out right now for being wrong doesn't...
I wouldn't say. I mean, look, I understand your perspective that Paul is misrepresenting you, but look, Paul is being critical, just like you're saying that we don't take criticism. Paul is simply criticizing you. Now, you could say he's misrepresenting you. That's fine. That's your opinion. But, I mean, what do you expect? You can't fucking come and say, I'm going to say these things to these guys or to Paul or whoever, and then not expect us to be critical of you back. I mean, come on. Isn't that all kind of just accepted on the internet, that if someone talks shit, that someone might talk shit back? I mean, hey, whatever.
Talk shit, get hit.
Yeah,
The law of the streets, dude.
mean I hate him. It doesn't matter if I like you. If you're wrong,
I
then
agree.
you're wrong. So don't throw another hissy fit because I call you on your fucking bullshit.
I agree on that.
He seems to have
Well,
this...
not that, but...
Don't throw another hitty fit, you guys.
No, but if you're wrong, you're wrong.
Oh, wait. I'm a big fan, yo, bro. I'm a big fan, dude. I'm
But
flabbergasted. I don't
Outspoken
get-
Realist, aren't you kind of doing the same thing? And you just admittedly said, well, I'm pretty much... You pretty much admitted you're butthurt. And that's fine. I mean, look, everyone gets butthurt every once in a while, at least. I mean, I've gotten butthurt over comments. I mean, who hasn't?
Everybody hurts.
But at the same time, what do you you're fucking throwing the same shit at Paul. You're saying, well, Paul, you're being a hissy fit. You're being a butthurt little bitch. But isn't that what you're doing? I mean, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that, but I mean, isn't it kind of hypocritical to make that point and then do the exact same thing?
Yeah, I mean, like, you were brought on the show specifically so you could talk about this stuff, and we didn't get this big swinging dick, like, we got Mr. like, my anxiety acting up really bad.
Lots of bravado now.
Yeah, lots of bravado. And that's kind of like the point. Like, the reason I brought the dude on was because when I see him in the comments and the videos that we've covered where he's disagreed with us, I thought we'd get this bravado on the show. And we didn't.
I mean, that's fine, whatever. But I mean,
Instead, we got Mr. Victim.
Mentality that you're not allowed to criticize things you like. Their argument was basically,
no one said that.
Okay, so you're a fan, but
love.
how can that be when you've made so many negative comments about us?
I didn't say that.
What?
And what I
And
said
before I get to
my
Paul,
memory on the show last night was that I'm a fan of a lot of things that I find nitpicks with.
Paul has a
And that
weird
I don't-
perception of time, as an aside.
Yeah.
Oh, well, whatever. The last show. That's what I meant. I'm stoned, TJ. You got to give me some latitude here.
Oh, there's a surprise.
Oh, now blaming fucking weed.
There's
Paul.
a shocker.
Blaming weed. No, Paul, you're not allowed to blame weed, Paul. This is the Drunken
that's
Peasants podcast, so you roll that shit back.
That's true. I apologize. I retract that excuse.
Thank
No,
you.
the reason I brought him on the show, never mind. Fuck it. All right, just play him.
I wanted to address one other thing real quick.
Wow, Paul.
Scotty
Low
was being
energy.
pretty reasonable when I was on, except for this one comment he made at the beginning that left me speechless.
You know, I'm not a sycophantic fantard where I'm gonna agree with everything. So if
Oh
I
yeah,
see something,
because that's what we're saying. That's what we're asking of people, right? Because you remember that when we asked that many times of people, be our sycophants. You can recall it and show evidence of that, correct? Yeah. So what's wrong with that?
Scotty, if you guys
Yes?
don't want sycophantic fans, then why demonize me?
Outspoken Realist, you're giving yourself way too much importance in my mind. I said I didn't even watch your video. I'm not demonizing you. I don't care about you. Outspoken Realist, listen, dude, let me just look. Let's keep it real here. When have I ever really talked about you and seriously said, okay, this is my comment to you. This is what I'm saying to you. Like, I think, all I can recall is one time, I think it was we were doing a fucking rage feed thing, and anything I pretty much say in rage feed is just totally nonsense or satirical.
Yeah.
I mean, people were calling me bald the last one, and I got upset about it. I mean,
I saw the Outspoken Realist in Rage Feed last night when I was on Rage
yeah, I
Feed.
mean, you act like I hate you.
I wasn't messing with him.
I don't fucking give a shit about you, dude. Like, what do you mean demonize you? And my point was that we brought you on. What do you mean we just want sycophants? You've criticized us several times, which you've even said.
Yeah, remember that show where we had Dusty on to just agree with us for the whole show?
So I mean, this is not. That's not. I just don't think that's what I'm saying to you. Is it's not a reasonable statement that you made, and it's demonstrably false. So that's what I was saying.
Boy who agrees with you guys on pretty much everything for just a handful of criticisms. Just something to think about. So I'm going to let Paul take it away from here and say a bunch of unsubstantiated bullshit.
Okay.
You probably have it pre-typed so we can just copy-paste it in. Paul's a fucking loser. Wow, Paul called Black Lives Matter ISIS. What a fucking retard. Way to pull it out of your ass, Paul. I'm sorry for preempting your top comment, Outspoken Realist, you dumb fuck. You dumb shit-stirring cunt. Is he doing the same smug shit to Devin that he does to us?
No.
I guess we'll let him fill in whether he's a fan or not.
I'm pretty sure he is.
Usually when I'm a fan of things, I don't perch like a vulture looking for something to attack every time it's on.
True.
Read those comments, and they're not always negative. There you go. Right there it is. I read those comments, and they're not always negative. He's claiming I'm saying he does nothing but leave negative comments, and right here in his own video. See, this is the funny thing. I watched this briefly earlier today, and he makes my argument for me with this video. Like here's me defending myself already against what he's going to claim I'm doing.
Yeah.
But very often they are. I mean, I mean, we're not just pulling out of our asses this idea that you are a guy who is pretty often displeased
you do have some
with one
animosity.
aspect of our podcast or another.
So, to absolutely pwn the shit out of Paul and everyone else saying this grossly untrue horse shit, I went back through the past 100 episodes, from 315 all the way back to 215 9 months ago, and found every video I commented on.
Very meticulous.
There was a time when I think this dude called Scotty an autistic screeching retard or something like that.
Yeah, he shows the comments. This is great. Like he's putting the comments up to prove to us that he doesn't just hate, and he hits this spot right around episode 307, interestingly enough, where all his comments are calling Scotty an autistic retard and calling us going full retard and calling Dusty cucked us and this, that, and the other, just retarded shit. And that's the shit I was seeing. So he proves my
Screenshot of
point
it.
yet again.
So we'll see just how much of a hater I really am. And by the way, I only found 30 episodes I commented on in the last 100. So for you people who keep saying I leave hate
that's autistic shit right there. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
let him do it. Let's
on every
see it.
single
Let's see it.
episode. I haven't even commented on 1/3 of the last 100 episodes, you dipshits. So let's start at episode 315.
Billy
And
Badass.
I'll have to hold Paul's hand and walk him through this like he's a fucking
hand.
retard and show him step by step why
Give
he
him
should
your
keep his
hand,
fucking
Paul.
mouth shut if he can't back up what he says.
Once again, dude, the tonal difference
So
here is
here I'm
amazing.
making an Onision reference. More Onision, Gale. Ooh, okay. So
Here we go. So let's read this. Dusty makes reasonable video. DP responds with straw manning and autistic screeching. Dusty makes another reasonable video. More autistic screeching and threats of violence. Are you fucking retarded?
Hold on. The first video, isn't that the one that he said that he didn't watch?
Yeah, he didn't even watch
when
it.
he was on the show, he's like,
But
I
he
didn't even watch
assumes
that.
He assumes, I guess, Dusty made a reasonable video because he admits on the show last night that he never watched the video.
What the fuck?
See what I'm saying? This is his video. This is not our response to him. He gives us this on a platter.
So, Outspoken Realist, where in this is the critique? You're saying that we're stupid, we're strawmanning, and there's autistic screeching, which obviously I know you're referring to me. That's fine. But where's the critique? Where's this? This is the conversation. This is why you guys are wrong about what Dusty is saying. This is what Dusty is saying. Like, I'm not seeing comments like that from you. It just seems like these are... You know, I'm not saying attack comments, but they seem pretty critical of the
dismissive,
video.
snide, smug bullshit from you.
Pithy comments to get upvotes.
one example of me being critical of DP on an episode where
That's
they
not
started
criticism.
acting
That's
tough
just
and talking
shittiness.
about beating up Dusty.
Criticism offers what the problem is and a possible solution. That's what criticism is. This is just you fucking popping off at the mouth because you don't think anybody's going to read it and respond to it on the show. And whoops, last night we did.
Listeners that he actually didn't, aka lying.
Cool.
And then we have this. Is DP really that thin-skinned and sensitive that they're going to take offense to me saying I didn't like one fucking episode?
Yeah,
Technically
great.
two?
Is that not
So
great?
no.
We're the thin-skinned ones, guys. We called him on the show, gave him a platform to express his grievances with us, and he's making this video in absentia after the fact, all butthurt and fucking angry and calling me an idiot and calling everybody retards and shit. But we're the butthurt ones. You love this fucking logic, dude?
Outspoken Realist, you were here when I made it, like the point you criticized me on. Why did you not respond then? You know, you're claiming, oh, it was anxiety and panic attacks, but we gave you a wide berth. We were willing to hear. I really wanted to hear what you had to say.
Well, apparently he's been spinning a different yarn.
You know,
around.
so, well, I mean, people can go watch the video and make the determination. I don't think that they're going to agree with his interpretation.
He's been going around saying that you guys just yelled over him.
No.
Whenever he tried to say anything.
I mean, look,
which was not my.
I don't
which was
care
not my
if he came
impression at
back.
the time when I was
It's out there for anyone to watch.
I don't care if he came back.
Exactly
Yeah,
what
give him
happened.
for yourselves.
Look, I don't think Outspoken Realist ideas are so good that I need just to talk over him, dude. I am more than willing at any time to, like, if the other guys on the show, if we ever want to bring you back on, to listen to what you have to say. I don't care. I mean, you act as if, like, I want to silence you.
We am on Skype right now.
Yeah,
not only did we not yell over him, there were long pregnant pauses during his appearance where we were waiting for him to respond and nothing came out of him but
Yeah, you're right. Several times.
This doesn't even count as hate or criticism, just because I expressed a dislike about an episode. Well, maybe criticism, but not fucking hate. So far we have one comment attacking DP. Let's continue. And here we have
Here's
two.
another one. Right in a row, dude.
DP
Boom, boom, boom. Shitty comment.
He usually has pretty solid arguments, but their logic against Dusty is kinda shitty. Oh, how smug of me to say DP always has good arguments except for this one fucking time. Yeah, this is some real hardcore hate right here, right, Paul? The only smug one here, Paul, is you, pretending that some constructive criticism means I hate my own favorite fucking show.
Got me. The old
shit.
the old I'm rubber and you're the whole I'm rubber and you're glue and whatever you say bounces off of me and sticks to you. Damn, dude. Here's another one. I found Scotty's comments about Steve's video kind of cringeworthy. If you don't like hearing an even more cringeworthy person, implying Scotty's cringeworthy, talk about comic book stuff, then don't watch a video about it and start autistic screeching 5 minutes in. You remember, hey, Scotty, can I ask you a question? You remember when we brought him on the last episode? You remember when he came in the call and said, hey, Scotty, you're a fucking autistic screeching retard. You're a piece of shit. You remember? No, I don't either. Crazy how he's a fucking keyboard warrior when he thinks we're not reading, but when he gets in a call with us, he shrinks like a little violet.
Yeah, that's kind of the point. Did I hurt Scotty's feelings? If you guys think that me pointing out how Scotty was acting like a complete jackass during this segment means I hate the show, then you're just... I don't even...
Sir, there's called the... You know, it's like... Let me give you an example, because I know it has to be broken down very simply for you. It's like, let's say, Professor Snape in Harry Potter. If I read in any one book, we kind of know what that character is like. So Steve Shives is the same thing. I don't really care what Steve Shives' take on comic books is, even if it is just comic books and he's just purely discussing canon or whatever. I don't like Steve Shives as a person. I don't like what he represents. I don't like what he stands for. So of course I'm not just going to watch his video and go, let's hear what Steve has to say about this. I don't care. And you're acting like there's no context to not liking Steve Shives, as if we merely, this first time I'd ever seen him, and I was just like, stupid, stupid. Stupid! That's not what happened. Why are you being disingenuous? It's like my biggest beef with you, Outspoken Realist, is you seem to be kind of a disingenuous guy.
Two-faced, I would say. You know what, dude? Let me just say this now. The beef I have with the Outspoken, I don't care that he disagrees with the show. I don't care if he likes the show or doesn't.
No, I really don't. I really don't.
I really, no skin off of my fucking ass. As far as I'm concerned, he's watching it and whatever. Like, obviously he gets something out of it, so great. That's my concern there. What I don't like is when people are one way in private. You remember how we used to fuck on Hillary Clinton for having a public and private position?
Yes.
Well, so does the Outspoken Realist. See, his private position is that Scotty's a screeching autistic retard. His public position is that, wow, man, I'm flabbergasted. I love you guys, man. I love everything you do. So let me tell you what the difference. Let me tell you why that's a problem. See that gap between your public and private position is what we call character and integrity. And when it's missing, there's always two people. And we're looking at two different people here. We're looking at the Outspoken Realist when he's in the room with us talking to us live, and the Outspoken Realist when he's got 72 hours under his belt on his own little fucking channel. I got no respect for people like that. You know what? I might be an asshole. People might be right. Maybe I was an asshole to this guy, but you know what? If he walked up to me on the street and said the same shit he said in the comments, I'd have been the same asshole.
This video was released almost 2 hours to the minute before we were scheduled to go on the air.
Scotty, you're a fucking autistic retard, bitch. You're an autistic retard.
You're the one
Scotty.
that rocks where you sit.
You're an autistic retard. What? True. Why are you criticizing me? I'm your biggest fan, Scotty.
No, that's
I'm
just
your biggest fan.
Please remove your
hand
from me.
This was the time you guys watched 5 seconds of Steve Shives' video talking about TV shows, and Scotty starts lashing out about how...
What else but a fucking... I mean, like, who else in the... Like, if someone came to anyone else's job and was like, you're an autistic retard, and it's like, I don't like that person. Who would? Who would like that person?
Exactly, dude. Like, what if we walked into his job, wherever he works, and we were just like, you're a fucking screeching retard? Would he be like... Let me just give this guy the time of day. Fuck you, faggot. You walk up to anybody on the street and call him an autistic retard, you're lucky you don't get punched. All we did was bring you on so you could say it to our faces, and you spent your time sucking our dicks. Fuck off.
I mean, I don't care if that's his opinion of me. If he wants to think that of me, that's whatever. Go for it.
Whatever, you screeching autistic retard.
I am losing 0 sleep or putting 0% of my brain power into what the Outspoken Realist has to say. I mean, look, we're on the show, so I'm...
0% of your brain power is evident from your performance tonight against his grace, the Outspoken Realist.
Maybe so.
He pawned you guys. He pawned you guys hardcore, y'all. I don't know, man. This is not.
All right, you want to move on?
I think it's over. I mean, I don't see what else can be said.
Dude, if you want to hear something real fun, like skip to the last like 30 seconds.
Oh, really? Okay,
let's take a look. The outro is pretty awesome. I've got a little something to say about it.
Maybe
too.
there. Let's take a look.
A little, yeah.
A little before?
I mean, maybe even a little closer to the end. It's right at the end. What I want to see. So yeah, maybe there.
Is...
I'd say
there.
Yeah,
there.
Okay.
Every DP fan watching this who isn't a blind fanboy of yours will never have respect for you again.
Cool.
And you don't deserve it if you don't man the fuck up and admit you smeared me. And go ahead, divert and talk about how I talk tough in videos, but not when I'm on the verge of having a panic attack, you ignorant fuck.
So there's the end. Here's the last thing I have to say. Oh, go ahead, Scotty. You go first.
But here's the problem. Okay, I don't know if you had a panic attack or not. I wasn't there. How is Paul supposed to know that, and how is Paul responsible for that, but without even having the knowledge of that? How is that a valid criticism of us, is what I'm saying, because we didn't know that was going on. That makes no sense.
It's not. Nobody held a gun to this faggot's head and made him come on the show. If he was having a panic attack, it's up to him.
I told him that this was his opportunity to come on. He asked if he could come on at another time because he was nervous. And I said, now is the time to come on.
Yeah.
Yep. Now, if you interpret that as a gun to this guy's head that forced him to come on during a panic attack, then you're fucking stupid. Look, I've been very open and honest about my mental illness on this show. I suffer from depression and anxiety. I never blame my anxiety for two-faced fucking behavior. Okay, people that are two-faced like this, that smile to your face and then backbite you, and then go, "Oh, because of my anxiety." Fuck you. You cheapen the suffering of people that actually suffer from anxiety when you excuse your shit behavior and hide behind your mental illness. Nobody on this show knew you suffered from an anxiety disorder, and it is not up to us to provide treatment for that. If you're having a fucking panic attack on a show, hang up and go seek treatment.
All right, time to move on. All right. Here's a video. I think it's well, I'm not going to give my opinion, but this is a video that's critical of me.
Uh-oh.
Because Ben got high.
Out of all the Drunken Peasants, you're the one that I'm most disappointed in, Ben. You have a job on the show. You are the creator and the fucking moderator. You are supposed to listen to the viewers' feedback and then make the show more enjoyable for them based on their feedback.
How you feel about that?
Wrong.
Wrong.
Totally wrong. Totally out base.
It's not a hard concept to grasp.
Isn't it?
Countless times people have told you
you're an idiot.
To leave the videos you watch for longer on the screen. And don't dismiss them after a few seconds, or don't start talking over them after a few seconds. You have done this as viewers requested for a few episodes and then went straight back to your old ways. That's all.
I think this guy belongs at some Romanian themed restaurant as a maitre d', dude. Welcome to Vlad the Impaler.
I like his jacket though. Look at his jacket, dude.
He's got great fashion sense.
Yeah.
Only one of the ways you don't do your job on the show.
Oh God.
Another way
you're a failure,
is
Ben.
You getting too stoned or too drunk. We all remember that godforsaken trash of an episode where you got too drunk.
Not a troll.
The godforsaken
not a troll. Not a troll.
And had to vomit, and the other guys couldn't handle the show anymore on their own.
Oh, you couldn't handle it on your own.
I couldn't handle it, dude. I tried my best.
The vomit.
You got big shoes to fill, Ben.
Dude, the fucking vomit and the shit and the piss and just the fucking alcohol just spread all over the studio.
Yeah.
We couldn't handle it. So this is not a troll, guys.
Got on all the equipment,
that episode,
dude.
Ben? Do you put that episode on your resume and hope that someone in the future will employ you based on it?
Yes.
I don't think you have any chances, Ben.
No chance, Ben.
Sorry, Ben.
Dude, Vlad the Impaler is my new favorite
GP
GP antagonist, dude.
But I don't have time to enumerate all of them.
There's so many.
I'm just here to tell you that that's not how you run a show, Ben.
That's not how you do it, Ben.
Good job.
So wrong, Ben.
Another thing about you is the fact that you are a fucking bully.
Yeah,
I remember a specific batch of episodes in which you threaten Brett Keane. You know, the guy you no longer talk about, supposedly.
Who?
Supposedly.
Who's this?
I remember you.
I don't know this name. What's this name he's saying though? I don't recognize. Who's he talking about?
I think he said Bert Kearns or something.
Oh,
Bert Kearns.
Must have been some weirdo we covered. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Is it maybe the Cloud guy? Is it the Cloud guy?
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, maybe that's the Cloud guy's name.
Paul,
Cloud disappeared.
I know
Yeah.
you're clinically depressed and mad at the world, but I'll try not to be too hard on you, okay, mate?
Thank you, brother.
I wouldn't want one of your depressive
Paul, I
episodes
must
to
fuck
kick in
you an
and,
ass, but I do it
devastate
gently.
your mind even more so than nicotine withdrawal.
I do it gently.
You know how you're like after a day without a vapor.
That's
but
true.
It is to be expected. Taking.
Oh, I'm having a nicotine fit. Oh, it's a controller. Oh, it's my screen. Oh, I do it backwards.
Oh, this lag.
I've been doing it backwards. I do it since 1992.
Into consideration, you were smoking cigarettes since you were 14. Going back to you being mad at the world, though.
I've watched him fish a butt out of TJ's ashtray and smoke it out in the cold. So, whatever. I'll take your fucking your criticism with a grain of salt there, homie. I've watched you smoke a fucking nasty TJ butt out of his fucking ashtray that's been in there for God knows how long. I watched you do it, dog.
I can still do a backwards Hadouken.
Yeah, that's true.
Shit.
There is one sentence you say every time you watch something on the show that's so stupid it makes you lose faith in humanity. It happens so often that it has become your catchphrase by now.
Backwards
and that
Hadouken
sentence
for
is
the win.
Bring on the nukes.
Bring it on, dude.
What, Paul? You know, a lot of people see or feel something that makes...
What?
I said I hope the first nuke lands in this guy's living room, dude. I want to be the first casualty of the extinction event.
I kind of imagine him becoming a ghoul instead, like in the Fallout universe. You know what I mean? He just scavenge around and shit, and his skin all falls off, and he's just like looking for like random rotten shit.
I don't even want the nuclear explosion to vaporize him. I just want the bomb to land on him and crush him, and then explode and vaporize what's left.
Very few of them would reach your conclusion. Those who do are nihilistic sociopaths. You know, people that just want to watch the world burn instead of trying to find a sensible solution to the problem, or simply not giving a fuck about it. Deep inside you, beyond your multiple layers of fat, all you want is a global genocide, don't you?
Gotcha there,
There's
Paul.
one more thing about you that doesn't quite sit well with me. You keep insisting you're not a violent person, but on a few occasions I've seen you become overly defensive and downright furious when being talked about or confronted in YouTube videos, specifically by Fake Sagan and Brett Keane.
You just said you want to see him crushed by a bomb, so you are a
Yeah,
very
I know.
violent
This
guy,
this
dude.
guy's really right, dude.
Troll
I
or not a
literally-
troll?
Not a troll?
I'm
Not
thinking
a
not
troll.
a troll, dude. This guy's for real.
He
Now,
offered to be my,
even though all that critique is right about me, I would still smoke a doobie with this guy, dude.
you know what he said? He offered to be my wingman because he doesn't think I can get any pussy.
No, dude, you can't, dude. If there's one thing about Ben, he cannot
I'm
get
a
in the pussy, dude.
I'm a 35-year-old virgin.
Yeah.
Damn.
I need this guy as my wingman, and I want to adopt his fashion sense.
I bet you
because that will help me
I
get
bet you
the
would finally
pussy.
get some pussy then, dude.
Yep.
If you just had better fashion sense, you'd get the
I want to
pussy.
get the pussy.
Yeah, dude, who doesn't want some pussy?
I'm gonna try it like like that. I don't know. Like
pussy.
Maybe one day.
Check out the pussy.
Eats the pussy.
Maybe one day,
Taste
man.
the pussy. Leak the pussy.
Earlier, I was watching this video when I was on Periscope, and I heard him say pussy. And everyone in the chat room started writing it like POOSY.
Hashtag pussy.
Yeah, I cried. I laughed so hard.
Dude, it's like that chick who was that fucking porn star that went on Howard Stern that they always use those drops like vagina pussy.
Vagina pussy.
Vagina pussy.
I love it.
News with action.
Those fucking helicopters are awesome, man. Every time I just want to salute when I see them. It's like watching freedom happen live.
Yeah.
Here's a North Korea missile story.
Okay.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Tonight, North Korean
Look at his
leader
hair.
Kim Jong-un is ramping
Look at
up
that.
his rhetoric, using
What's
state
happening
media
to
to
Kim?
threaten to test fire a long-range missile at any moment.
The intercontinental ballistic missile will be launched anytime and anywhere, determined by the Supreme Headquarters.
A U.S. intelligence official tells CNN to grab world attention, Kim Jong-un could time a provocation, like a missile test, to coincide with Donald Trump taking office, a missile capable of delivering a nuclear weapon to the U.S.
An intercontinental ballistic missile test launch preparation is in its last stage.
How close is Kim to having a deployable long-range missile? Analysts say gathering intelligence inside the secretive regime is difficult, and that Kim could have that ability now, or he could be maybe 3 years away. But U.S. officials and outside experts say there's a crucial part of that capability they believe the North...
What should we do, Scotty?
Like this motherfucker would ever even use it. I mean, look, he has a population that basically is just starving or in poverty. No one's. If there was a real war with North Korea at this point, they have nothing. Like, no one would be really want to fight for this regime. This is all just for him to stay in power in the country he's in. It has nothing to do with international relations. Like, look, I mean, let's go if North Korea have done something at this point if they really wanted to.
This is all about them wanting to reopen negotiations and get more, like stop the sanctions and get more food allotments and shit so they can be subsidized and help feed their starving populace. Like, this is all smoke and mirrors and bullshit. This is the game that the Kims have been playing since Kim Il-sung, the threat game.
That's all they got.
North Koreans haven't perfected yet.
What they haven't done is, in an all-up test, not only launch the missile, but then have it re-enter for an intercontinental range. Now, having said that, they have done some other things that cause us to worry. This, for instance, is an example of
a fat piece of shit. This, for instance, is a fat piece of shit running a country. That brings us a lot of worry.
Like, every time I see a picture of this dude, and I know I've got no room to talk because I'm a fat roly-poly fuck, but Jesus, is he going for the round as a ball title? Is he want it from me or what?
He looks like a fat little boy reaching into the cookie jar.
Coming for you, PaulsEgo. Paulie's coming for you, man.
A ground test that kind of simulates the heat attached to reentry, using really another missile engine to burn up the reentry vehicle and approximate the stresses of reentry.
But as North Korea's technology advances, experts warn a dependable long-range
Augustus, stay away from that chocolate!
missile in the hands of this violent, brash young leader would be a game changer.
If and when he gets that capability, how aggressive would he then be?
Kim Jong-un is likely to be more aggressive with an ICBM than without it. The fear is not that Kim will use a nuclear weapon against us. The fear is that he will use conventional force, cyber force, and other provocations against us because he thinks we can do nothing about it.
What will President Trump's options
He's
be
a fat
for
fucking tin man. He has nothing.
He looks like a fucking James Bond villain, dude.
Dude, he's, like Paul said, this is all just threat games. Like, this guy's not doing shit. We've been hearing about this for like fucking 20 years. I remember I was growing up hearing about North Korea was going to do something to the U.S. Like, North Korea is going to attack us any day now. Oh, they're going to launch a missile. Oh, they're going to do this. Like, well, they haven't done shit.
Yeah, they fan these flames every few years.
It's saber rattling, dude. That's all it is. Oh, we might do something. We might do something. Like, you guys aren't doing shit.
And then they fire off their Pudong missile and it falls over and blows up on the launch pad. And we get another 3-year silence from them while they build another one. Like, fuck them, dude.
What is this story above here?
What?
The burglar's family blames homeowner.
Yeah, it's a slightly older story, but someone just recently brought it to my attention.
Sounds kind of interesting.
All right, let's see.
Play that.
A homeowner fights back, shooting and killing a would-be burglar. Police say she shot and killed the teenage thief while he was climbing out of her window. CBS 4's Gabby Fleischman is live at the scene with the latest. Gabby.
Vanessa, neighbors tell me that this home has been burglarized in the past, which is why the homeowner set up these surveillance cameras. Detectives say the security system actually alerted the homeowner of the break-in last night. We did get a chance to speak with the sister and the cousin of the young man who was killed, and they say they don't understand why that homeowner had to take matters into her own hands instead of waiting for police.
What?
Because he was in her fucking house.
He broke into her house.
Yeah, this
she
is
does
the
not
problem,
know she does not know this person at all.
No.
And you know what? I mean, if you don't want to get shot, don't break into fucking people's homes. You know, I know. Oh, we should have called the police. He fucked up. Yeah, I understand from their perspective. It's sad that he's dead and gone now, but don't break. Look, he should have fucking not have broken into her home. I cannot believe these people would actually honestly say this. I know they're related to this person, but it's like if someone broke into their house and they had a gun, they're just gonna be like, okay, no, I'm not gonna do anything because I'm gonna wait for the police. Bullshit.
Yeah, who knows what their intentions are?
Yeah, if someone breaks into my house and I have a gun, I'm gonna do the exact fucking same thing. Unless the first thing they do is like run out the fucking door and that's it. And they actually have the ability to do that. But if they stay and they're doing anything that's threatening, what else would you do?
Wait for the cops.
I don't care if she have her gun license, her rights, or any of that. That is way beyond the law. Way beyond.
Relatives
No,
of
no,
17-year-old.
I don't
Breaking
think it is.
into somebody's fucking house is way beyond the law. Shooting somebody that's in your house uninvited is actually well within the law, dipshit.
Yeah, at least in most places.
Trayvon Johnson are angry the teenager was shot and killed last night by a homeowner who police say was protecting her property.
He was not supposed to die like this. He had a future ahead of him.
He's not supposed to go out like this?
You're not upset that he broke into someone's house. You're upset that he was caught doing it, which had happened multiple times. Not to say he had done it multiple times, but he had clearly done it this time. And they killed him.
You know, I hate to break it to you, but if someone's like breaking routinely in other people's houses, their future outlooks are probably not too bright.
Nah, he had a bright future ahead of him of, you know, second story work and maybe even knocking over a bank, and you know what I mean? Like he had tons of gas stations to rob at gunpoint.
He was going places. Yeah, he was going places.
It goes. He was a very funny guy. He was very big on education. He loved going to school. He loved learning.
Last night, Miami-Dade police say the D.A. Dorsey Technical College student burglarized a home south of 79th Street near I-95, just blocks away from where he lives. Detectives say the 54-year-old homeowner was alerted.
He was only robbing houses to help him pay for school. What?
Of the break-in by her security system. With officers already on their way, she rushed home to check things out, and police say she was armed.
She observed a subject exiting the home through the rear.
According to detectives, there was a confrontation and one shot was fired. Johnson was pronounced dead at the hospital.
Hey, what's wrong with her? She did not have to shoot him. There's no reason that she should have waited until after he walked out the yard to try to shoot
How
her.
do you know? How do you know what even fucking happened?
Yeah, you don't know.
When you go and break into someone else's house, your fucking credibility is basically dog shit at that point. You know, no one is going to fucking question it. Even if, like, there was some inappropriate action taken on the homeowner's part, you can't prove it.
Yeah, they went
And the
there.
benefit of the doubt is on her side because she's the fucking victim of a break-in.
She belongs there. What was his business there? What was his business there? Oh, his business was robbing her. And I'm not saying just because someone stole something they deserve to be executed. That's not what I'm advocating. But we don't know what happened. Someone's running out of your house or in your house, and you confront them. We don't know if they're like, get the fuck out of where I'll kill you. What are you going to do then? We don't know what happened. We don't know what transpired there. But, I mean, this is not an implausible outcome to breaking into people's homes. Especially in Florida.
Yeah, if you're going to do that, if you're going to break into other people's houses, it's one of the occupational risks besides getting arrested is getting shot. Or getting the shit beaten out of you.
You know, this happens all the time. This happens all over the country. Someone tries to break into someone's home, and they get shot and killed. Not a good idea. It's not a good idea in America, a country with the Second Amendment, which tons of people have weapons and know how to use them, to go and break into people's homes. Bad idea. Don't do it.
Alrighty. I think that's
yeah, I think we've covered
good
that
for this.
Yeah.
You want to check out this one?
Yeah, let's check it out.
The Fort Worth, Texas police officer who was seen in a viral video wrestling a mother to the ground. Well, earlier today, the police chief said that after thorough investigation, they have now decided to place Officer William Martin on a 10-day suspension without pay. Chief Joel Fitzgerald saying there were multiple reasons for that decision.
Neglect of duty would be one violation. Discourtesy. We felt like there was some inappropriate contact that he had with two of the females. He is a police officer that works here in the city of Fort Worth. He is subject to making good decisions and bad decisions. In this instance, he made a few bad decisions. And those few bad decisions led to punishment. A 10-day suspension without pay is a significant punishment.
So you may remember this video, which was released just days before Christmas. The mother here, Jacqueline Craig, had called police about a neighbor choking her son. Officer William came, then ended up questioning Craig about her parenting. That is when things escalated. On the video, Craig, as you saw, is seen tackling the mother, and then appears to be
10 days, huh?
Appears to be talking to her 19-year-old daughter.
Here's the problem
10
with
days.
this,
10 days significant,
10 days.
huh? 10
Yeah.
days no pay. 10-day vacation.
The problem I hear with this cop was, and I understand, oh, well, she got in my face. Well, you were just basically being a dick and going, oh, well, what about this and what about that? I mean, look, it's not right for her to blow up, but at the same time, you're supposed to go there to calm the situation. You don't show up you shouldn't show up as a cop and be like, well, you kind of did a shitty parenting job there. Like, how is that de-escalating with people who are mad at each other already?
Yeah.
She
didn't call you for fucking parenting advice. She called you because somebody apparently choked her son.
Yeah.
So do your fucking job and shut up.
Exactly.
They're not therapists. They're not there to give like parenting advice.
Yeah, I mean, like it's like Scotty said. I mean, you want the police to de-escalate a situation, not go there and escalate it further by taking some kind of moral side. You're there to fucking enforce the law. If someone's strangling a child, that's your top priority, not this shit.
Yeah, not this. What was going on with it? It's like, no, just try to figure out what's going on and try to solve the fucking issue with these two people, these two neighbors who have a dispute.
I love this fucking podunk Fort Worth police chief, too, talking about it like he was a McDonald's employee that served somebody coffee that was a little too hot or some shit. Like, no, he pulled his fucking taser out and tased people and tackled people and acted like an asshole. Those are three things you don't want cops doing.
Not to mention just totally failed at his job.
Yeah, which is to de-escalate and keep the peace.
What's being referred to as a once-in-a-decade storm is causing flood warnings, mudslides, wreaking havoc, to say the very least. We know at least 4 people have died in California as a result of these storms. Storms coming one after another, and we're told they may not let up until later this week. More than 1,000 homes, some 1,300 in Reno, Nevada, have been evacuated due to flooding threats. According to officials, Interstate 80 in Reno also closed because of a large mudslide. The mud and rock covering a huge section of that road. In some places, the mud as deep as 7 feet. In California, a giant sequoia that has stood for centuries has fallen.
yeah, this sucks.
Tough not to remember this picture. You don't have to have visited the so-called
Dude,
tunnel
I've driven
tree.
through that.
It's gone now. Fell
Wow,
the fuck
that
over.
sucks. I mean, to be honest, looking at it now as an adult, like I remember seeing that as a kid and I was like, wow, that's wonderful. But I'm kind of shocked it was still standing for as long as it was. Like,
yeah, dude. We cut a big old hole in it.
Of it. Officials say all of the rain may be the cause. Look at that. It was known as the pioneer cabin tree or the tunnel tree.
Maybe it was the
Reportedly,
big
it was
fucking
hollowed out
hole
in
we
the
cut in it.
1880s, so
I
tourists
don't know.
could go through it.
Maybe that did something to compromise the stability. I don't know. Who can say?
Those comments.
I want to know if you were right or wrong. That's a direct question. I expect a direct answer.
The first question.
My fringe.
My fringe.
I expect a direct answer, my friend. So, please give me one, because we should go to war with Russia, my friend, and bomb Iran, my friend.
Bomb,
Iran. Yeah. This is called Anatomy of a Senate Confirmation.
Yeah.
So
Is given
exciting
the open complaint
stuff.
and all the other concerns
take a
that I
look.
have addressed. Why are we even here today?
Have you ever wondered who even needs Senate confirmation in the first place? Let's take an inside
No.
look into the confirmation
I've never
process.
given a shit before.
Let's take an inside look into the confirmation process.
What is this?
I know this
their
club
attempt to-
banger,
Look,
black ass
I
booty
can't do
shaker
it.
music.
You putting some fucking club music to this boring bullshit doesn't make it exciting. Sorry.
Never mind. Moving on.
Yeah. Thank you.
Controversy. Dana Perino is co-host of The Five, along with Juan Williams, also co-host
I'll tell you what, before we dive into Fox News shit, I'm going to light up this 100% Keef joint.
Damn, homie.
Oh, hell yeah.
Cool, man.
Dude, I'm so glad I'm here in Texas and I don't get to fucking take a couple hits off of this, man. I love it here.
Yeah, dude.
You probably still
I
love
wish
the
I
episode.
wasn't. I wish I wasn't
Oh, go ahead.
leaving as soon as I am, dude. Because fuck, man,
Dude,
missing
look
out
at
on
the Ben and
shit like
Jerry's
this.
the Ben and Jerry's in the corner of the shot there, dude.
Oh, hell yeah.
I love during that fucking the episode we were all like really fucked up, and I was like, man, Paul, what do you think of the weed? And you weren't here.
Fucker, dude.
And it was like, you could totally tell I wasn't like even fucking with you. I was like, damn, Paul, what'd you think about that? You're like,
fuck you, Scotty.
oh, Paul, I'm about to hit this. Yeah, before we go, let's.
Hey, Paul, what do you think of this? Oh, shit.
Oh, so Ben, how do you rate that joint on a scale of 1 to 10?
11, dude.
Yeah.
11. Fuck. All right, I'm about to hit it, Paul. Let me tell you what I think about it.
Well, what about this?
Well, I think that it was
Joints
utterly
like that
predictable.
only happen
so you had
once
the
a
soundbite there from
lifetime,
somebody
yeah.
saying it's a time-honored tradition. They're always going to do it at the award shows. When I worked for President Bush, you could bet that there was going to be some sort of slap against Republicans. What I think is unfortunate, and Kellyanne Conway was hitting on this, is that instead of playing to type and playing the role, there wasn't any way to break out of that. So both Meryl Streep and Donald Trump were talking to their bases, right? So he's going to punch back when he's hit, so we know that, so that was coming. But it would have been an interesting time for either Meryl Streep or Donald Trump to maybe just move a little bit beyond that base covering to say, I look forward to working with you, or let's get together on something else, because that's how you really can advance the policy
Meryl agenda. Streep is a fucking actress.
Meryl Streep and Donald Trump going to work
Donald Trump
They're not going to work
directing
together.
a movie or something?
Yeah, they're not going to work together.
I don't think he's considering her for a cabinet post. So
I'm writing, directing, and producing a full movie of Doubt Part 2, and I want you to work with me on it. Like, barring that, I don't think Meryl Streep is going to get consulted on much.
Next Friday, when the inauguration is complete, then we get from campaigning to governing.
Which we will be covering live, by the way.
You know, the inauguration, I was looking it up. I do want to cover it live, but I don't think you guys realize what time
What
it
time is it?
happens in our time zone.
What time
I
is it?
want to do it, and I vote yes.
Oh, shit.
And I'm with the audience. This guy's like, oh, shit.
Yeah. What time is it?
All right, I'm going to look it up really quick, but I believe it is insanely early. Hold on.
I mean, we're talking like it's going to be like 4 a.m. here or something, or is it like 10 a.m. here?
Hold on. It starts at 6 a.m. Pacific time.
Well, yeah, but when is it actually? When is the actual ceremony?
It says the 2017 United States presidential inauguration will be at 6 a.m.
Yeah, but that's Google. Like, when is it at? I mean, I would have a hard time believing it's going to start at 6. It's probably like, when is the actual, like, he does all the, he puts his hand on the Bible shit.
It says it's at noon Eastern time.
Okay, so 9. Okay, so that's more like 9.
think.
Yeah, no, 9 a.m. is doable for us then.
Well,
We might want to watch, like, is it before, or I guess it's after the inauguration when he does the walk of shame to the fucking White House? Because I think
he's
doing
the walk. I don't think he's going to do the walk. He's
Really?
going to drive the whole way.
Wow, dude. Well, dude, I'm down to just, like, we can all get together and just stay up all goddamn night. We'll smoke weed.
We'll
watch old movies. We'll play guitar and sing songs, and then, like, when 6 a.m. comes, boom, we're ready to go, dude. We're stoned and ready to do a show.
And I think a lot of this hopefully will subside.
Juan, if you look at the polls at the election, the exit polls, Hollywood is disconnected from a lot of the country. But this pushback from Donald Trump on Twitter.
No, Hollywood is just filled with liberals, and middle America is not. That's what we're talking about. Yeah, so there's not a disconnect. There's differences of opinion.
Yeah, I hate this weird shit. Like, these people are out of touch. It's like, well, I mean, half the country voted their way. So, I mean, like, these two halves of the country are out of touch with each other.
No, they just have different beliefs, different opinions, different ideas of how the government should work or shouldn't work or whatever. That's what we're essentially talking about. It's just a difference of opinion. It's not they're out of touch with reality. I mean, maybe some of them are. I mean, ostensibly a lot of them are. But at the same time, it's not like there's like really. I hate the term. They're just disconnected. You guys just don't agree. That's the difference.
Are you going to see this, do you think, going forward from a President Trump?
Appears so. I remember when he was on, I think it was 60 Minutes right after the election, Brett, he said he was going to tone down the use of Twitter, but that has not been the case. And it appears now, given his success with it, the fact that it is such an effective
I don't understand this fucking big fucking call for the president to not be on Twitter. I don't fucking see the big deal. I don't give a shit. I like the fact that the fucking president lets me know what's on his mind, even if it's insipid, crazy shit, you know? I would have killed for that sort of fucking insight into, like, what Bush was thinking, you know, as he was doing all the shit he was doing. Like, can you imagine if he was just letting his fucking id rage on Twitter all the time? That'd have been great.
Going after at Hussein Saddam because he messed with my dad. Hashtag shock and awe.
Damn, that'd been great,
Holy
dude.
pulpit almost.
Well, you know, you're a Washington guy. Dana certainly is. We know bully pulpit. When we say it, typically we're talking about the presidency of the United States. And
why would you not use an information platform to disperse information? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my fucking life. Like, Trump using Twitter and building up a following is actually a brilliant move because it puts him in a lot of people's ear to go, oh, that's what Trump's writing. Go look at Trump's Twitter. He has millions of fucking followers. His stuff is interacted with massively. There's tons and tons of interactions with Trump. So it's done nothing but help Trump. So why would Trump abandon a winning strategy?
Before we move on, I want to remind everyone, people that may have just tuned in, we're doing this meetup in Albuquerque. We've confirmed a location, and I'll put all the details in there shortly.
Billiard Palace.
Yes, it's called Billiard Palace. It's in Albuquerque. You know what? No, if you're from out of town, there's really nowhere in Albuquerque that's really far away from other places. Realistically, it's like a short Uber ride away.
You said this was in like northeast Albuquerque or something?
Yeah.
Yep.
So.
And right now I'm throwing on the gauntlet, TJ and Paul, of pool champion.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Yeah, because there's pool tables there.
Yep.
So I challenge you guys there. Let's do a tournament, man. We can just whoever starts first.
So if any of you guys are really good at pool, you can come and shark our audience.
And we're also going to do a live story time with Paul and all that shit.
Yeah, Q&A and panel or whatever you call it. Yeah, good times.
Ball named Paul. We need a story time with Scotty sometime. Scotty, I'll tell you some shit about fucking Popeye's chicken, dude.
Oh, God, dude. I don't even, I have, like, PTSD from that experience, to be honest.
One of these days, we'll get Scotty to tell the Popeye's story.
2017 shaping up to be a year of big changes. And one of the most exciting shifts of the year is happening in just over 3 hours from now. That's when one of our favorite Fox News shows, Tucker Carlson, tonight,
Tucker fucking
moves
Carlson.
to 9 p.m. Eastern weeknight.
Go Cucker!
And we're delighted to be joined by our friend, our good friend, Mr. Tucker Carlson, who has a preview of his big show. Tucker,
Look
congrats,
at him.
Man, just wonderful.
Look at his beautiful fucking face.
Thank you, Juan. It is great to see. We miss you in Washington.
I just being there sometimes. I tell you, this is
pretty good fella.
So Tucker,
we know a guy.
Before you tell us what's coming on the show tonight, and everybody's curious because it's the big debut, I was so amazed to see that Rachel Maddow sent you flowers.
Yeah, she did. We worked together at MSNBC, a lifetime ago.
Maybe Rachel Maddow is fucking realized that Tucker Carlson is a lesbian and is trying to proposition.
Whoa, you're right, dude.
That could be like her type. She wants someone a little bit butch, but not too butch.
Yeah, I thought he was a man. He's a woman. Oh.
We always got along. I don't agree with her politically. I haven't seen her show in a while, but I'm taking that on faith. But she's a nice person, and she's also at 9 o'clock.
So what's coming up
Very
tonight?
classy.
What are you doing tonight?
Glenn Beck is opening the show. I haven't seen Glenn Beck in a long time. Glenn had a...
Wow. The star power of Glenn.
Oh, man. I cannot
Beck.
wait. I cannot wait to see the clips from that one, dude. I cannot fucking wait. Two fucking DP fucking foils that we love to shit on in the same room. Come on. That's beautiful.
It's a dream.
Really interesting campaign year. I think he was on the road, as you know, with a candidate, with Ted Cruz, for months. And I want to ask him about it and what he's learned. And he seems to be going through a kind of political rethinking. And I'm always interested in that. So I think that'll be a compelling interview.
Honestly, I never saw this coming.
Yeah, this is a pretty shocking thing to me. Like Tucker, to me, I guess I'm just out of touch with the media thing, but like to me, he was like the bottom of Fox's barrel. Their little butt boy that they threw the fucking bad time slots at because nobody wanted to fire him.
We were wrong about that. Obviously, what really was going on with Fox was like just put him on to get him ready for the top spot. Because I mean, that's clearly what. I mean, look, you don't make a decision like this overnight. This was planned clearly.
Yeah. I just wish I could have been a fly on the wall at the meeting where they told Tucker he had to ditch the bow tie, dude. That would have been an amazing meeting to sit in on.
For sure.
Now, one of the nicest pieces that was written about your 7 p.m. show was written by one of my 5 colleagues, Mr. Greg Gutfeld. I mean, you go right ahead, Greg.
Well, I've known Tucker for a long time, and what I
Well, this is gonna be strange because this is the asshole that always shits on everything.
Yeah, red eye.
Yeah, so now he has to suck Tucker's dick. So I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah.
I love Tucker. He's a great
love
guy.
Him. Love him. He's a fucking hero. Whatever.
I'm always interested. Tucker's the least neurotic person I know. He doesn't have a worry in the world. I see him wandering the streets, usually in sweatpants, chewing Nicorette gum. He's embarrassing. But anyway, I want to ask you. I want to ask you a question. When you're doing your show and you're having a meeting or whatever, are there things that you say to yourself, "I'm not going to do"? Like segments.
Did they hire this guy to play the role of Gilbert Gottfried on Fox? Like, what is this?
He's embarrassing. Walking down the street, chewing Nicorette gum in his sweatpants. Oh, anyway.
You sound more like the Penguin from fucking Batman Returns.
Danny DeVito.
No, dude, I have a theory. The way Tucker is smiling, I think it was in his contract. Like everyone, before I start the show, I want everyone on Fox News, like every panelist and pundit, to come suck my dick. Just like Tucker, you're a great guy. Oh yeah, Tucker. That's what they've all been doing.
This is the ball.
Like if you look at the cable news atmosphere and you go, I hate that. I'm never going to do that. I don't want to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to criticize other people's shows.
I want you to.
No, not at all. There's just some things I'm not good at, and one of them is interviewing panels. I'm just not good at it.
I just keep thinking of this soundbite in my head of George Carlin saying, "Fuck Tucker, Tucker sucks."
Yeah.
It's from a bit about names. He was making fun of the name Tucker, but every time I see this fucker, I think Tucker sucks.
Tucker fucker.
Tucker the fucker, dude.
Fuck Tucker. Tucker sucks.
I always feel like someone is being left out. You said I'm not neurotic, and I'm not. True. This is my 26th year being married to the same woman, a very calm, stable life.
Congratulations.
But it makes me very anxious when I have 2 people on the set because
the same bitch could stand to be around me for 20-something years. Let's give her a big round of applause.
Whoa.
Yay.
That's saying a lot about Tucker. That's saying a lot about Tucker. It's amazing someone has stuck around for 26 years, so I will give him that.
That says a lot for them. This says a lot about either their low standards or their infatuations.
Well, yeah. Low standards. Look at this. Just look at
He didn't mention that she's in a coma.
I
Yeah.
always feel like someone's being
That's
left out.
the secret to a stable
so
relationship.
I really prefer to interview just one person at a time. I don't know if it's better TV or worse TV, but I'm definitely more comfortable with it.
How about the time that
Dana, Tucker is a guy who I think has written that Trump was not his first choice, but he's now going to take on a key slot here at Fox in a moment when Trump is becoming president.
Well, one of the things I love about Tucker's show is when I get home in time to watch the panel, and I watch Tucker, and I've seen you talk about driver.
Yeah, fucking right. Is she watching his fucking lame show?
Driverless vehicles, Airbnb, guns. You're leading the show with something
Tucker.
that
Tucker
is not
sucks.
necessarily what you would see.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck Tucker.
Someone on Fox News is talking about guns. Never seen that fucking segment.
Yeah, now on the prime time slot, people get to see the disgusted Tucker face.
He looks like fucking befuddled now. This befuddled look.
That's what he does. He always has this look of astounded puzzlement when he's talking to people. Like even when they're surprised humans can talk or something like.
Even in this one where they're like washing his balls openly, like usually I thought this face was in response to somebody he wanted to paint as stupid and incredulous, but apparently it's just his resting face.
Any other show, and I love that. I also feel like you're the most curious person I've ever known. Like everything
instead of
interests
just
you.
perplexed.
And I wanted to pass on a compliment to you, so
That's my ignorance, by
saw
the way.
one of Bill Kristol, who I saw this weekend.
He's so self-deprecating. I love him.
Yeah, with his fake look.
I made fun of myself, so I can't be too bad. Fuck you. You're horrible.
He said that you were one of the first jobs you had in journalism was writing, and he said that you were a hell of a writer, and we know that from following you. And I wonder if you could tell us, now that you've spent most of your time communicating through television, what do you read? What's the most important thing that you
Get down on your knees, bitch, and let me call you Megan. Yeah.
read in your life that helps you prepare for this show?
I mean, by far the most important thing I do every day is have lunch. I have a long lunch every day, 6 days a week. No, I'm serious. With someone new every day. I have, 2-hour lunches every day, and I get up early to do that, and I go to bed late to do that. I make that a priority because I want to talk to interesting people. I talked to someone today, a very sort of well-known liberal reporter, interesting person, and had a great time and learned a lot. So I never skip that. I always have a long lunch.
Here's an interesting man, Eric Bo.
Yeah.
He has a long lunch. He sits there and picks at his salad like a bird.
I really don't understand the pick of Tucker Carlson, but maybe he was doing well in ratings. I don't know. I'm just kind of confused as to why this is the person that they want, basically as the face of Fox News. I don't know. Maybe it'll work out.
He's Rupert Murdoch's secret love child.
Maybe.
Hey, Tucker.
He killed Crossfire.
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
he's
Jon
been
Stewart
nothing...
killed Crossfire. Let's be honest.
Yeah, but
who was the host?
Yeah, Tucker.
But Tucker Carlson has been given so many shows that have just miserably failed. Is what I'm saying. It's like they failed. The ratings have sucked. I don't really get. I mean, he's just.
Well, the ratings don't suck now, though. Like, whatever Tucker Carlson is, he wasn't welcome in the zeitgeist for like the longest time, but obviously now he is.
Yeah, now we're ready for Tucker, I guess.
Now's the time for the Tucker, dude.
we
live in the age of the Tucker.
We're wet and ready to receive
I want to look at what his
Tucker.
ratings were. I want to see what his ratings were.
They're good.
Really?
They're good now, anyway. I don't know. I don't know if he's going to have Megyn Kelly's ratings, but he was doing really well in that little shitty time slot they gave him, so that's why they're doing this.
All right, guys, so we're going to take a quick break for about a minute here. We'll be right back. Don't leave because we're gonna be right back.
Right back.
So, yeah, stick around.
You know, guys, for all of my strengths, I cannot count the ability to cook as being among them in any way, shape, or form. I'm a disastrous cook. I'm not good at it. At least I didn't think I was until I tried Blue Apron. They send you packages in the mail filled with pre-portioned out ingredients and easy to follow step-by-step instructions that are not going to be confusing, you're not going to be lost, you're not going to be looking at the instructions going, what am I looking at here? It's easy. It's so easy that even someone like me with the culinary talent of a brick is able to follow the directions and make delicious meals such as some of these available from Blue Apron this January. Seared pork chops with farro and cranberry chutney, spaghetti squash and marinara with mushrooms and garlic knots, spicy shrimp and Korean rice cakes with cabbage furikake. You can have all of that, and it's easy. It's easy to do. There's no problem whatsoever. You got to check out this week's menu and get your first 3 meals for free with free shipping. You're not going to be 3 free meals? What do you have to lose? What do you have to lose? Get 3 free meals with free shipping by going to blueapron.com/peasants. I'm talking about 3 meals of free food with free shipping. No cost whatsoever. All you have to do is go to that URL, make that order. And if you don't think the product is up to snuff, you don't ever have to get it again. But you're going to love it. You're going to love how good it feels and tastes to create incredible home-cooked meals with Blue Apron. So don't wait. Don't wait for even a second. blueapron.com/peasants. Blue Apron, a better way to cook. Oh, yeah.
PaulsEgo interrupting the ad, flapping his fat fucking lips. Everyone can hear him.
Good job, Paul.
I'm just gonna mute my mic forever, guys. I'll be quietly here in the corner.
Cool. Good job.
You know what? We heard a lot of criticism about Paul lately, but maybe they were right about you, Paul.
Yeah.
Maybe they were
right about you.
They were right about you, Paul.
You piece of shit, Paul.
Oh, I got a message from the Outspoken Realist.
Oh, shit.
Show me where I called Scotty an autistic retard. It was in your own video. We just looked at it. It was here in this episode.
Dude, you posted it as a comment. No, we're not saying you said it.
Paul, check your mic really quick, please.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
Yeah, it looks okay. All right, cool.
All right.
Rock the fuck on.
So yeah,
whatever.
I mean, apparently the volume was great during the ad, so, you know, it should still be fine. I'm sorry, guys. I thought I muted my mic.
No.
My bad, dude.
Paul. You didn't, Paul. You didn't. You're a bad fucking person, Paul.
A bad man.
Bad man, Paul.
Hot blood babes.
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 307.
Ben just took a bodacious bite of that browned bunt cake. What is this?
Some epic shit. LED. Light exposing dark.
Yes! The timeless tale of Peter Pan has some pretty
like
questionable content that kids just shouldn't be exposed to.
Why?
Moral messages such as, I never want to grow up.
What?
I do whatever I want.
I won't grow up. I won't grow up. I don't want to go to school.
Because, you know, there's no way that kind of sentiment would exist in the human psyche if not for fucking Peter Pan. I mean, like, it's just fucking speaking to that part of you. Don't you see that? It's not creating this fucking feeling. Of course people don't want to fucking age. Of course people want to be free to do what they want and not have any responsibilities.
People want stories they can relate to. If that wasn't at all relatable, it wouldn't be such a classic fucking tale that people have revisited over and over again.
Not everything in art is a fucking moral goddamn lesson, nor fucking should it be. It's okay for people to be exposed to the idea of what if you were a character that didn't have any responsibilities. Like, it's called escapism. It's called fantasy, you fucking retard. Jesus.
I want to go to school just to learn to be a parrot. Just to learn to be a parrot. And recite a silly rule. And recite a silly rule.
It's okay to kill.
It's okay to kill?
Pedophilia. Remember, Peter Pan is named after the Greek god of sexual deviance.
I don't think they were pulling that kid into the tree to fuck him. I'm pretty sure that. I'm pretty sure Disney never animated such a sequence. Okay,
that's what it was.
Rape and torture. We'll get to that in just a moment.
TJ,
But
you must take
what you
this
might
totally
not be aware
seriously.
of-
All right.
This magical land with fairies and flying
Yeah,
children.
I look at it as I'm looking at it not as allegory, not even as like a story. I look at it as reality.
It is reality.
I look at it as this is a text, much like the Bible, that's supposed to instruct me how to live. No one looks at Peter Pan like that. It's a fucking story.
Isn't if there is a moral message to Peter Pan, isn't it directly contradictory to that silly song? Isn't it that people do grow up, that you have to grow up?
Yes.
Like, isn't...
Yeah, that is
What's
the
this
ultimate
guy's issue?
The ultimate message is like, no, we can't stay in Neverland. It's not a good idea. We have to grow up. That's part of life. And then they go back home and they fucking realize that fucking important lesson. So, what the fuck are you talking about, psycho? Jesus.
Is just how dark the origin of the story truly is. You might just want to rethink
What is it?
exposing any
Oh,
young,
milk duds.
impressionable mind to its rebellious influences.
Okay.
The story was originally written by James Matthew Barrie in 1860. He lost his 13-year-old brother in an ice skating accident, and his mother never fully recovered mentally from the incident. She would even dress up J.M. Barrie as his brother to pretend that the boys still live. Upon growing up,
That's,
Barry becomes a
weird.
writer, and in 1891 marries actress Mary Ansell, a marriage that was, in the words of his colleagues, never consummated. Mary has an affair with another writer, and the marriage is shattered by divorce. Barry, devastated by the ordeal, is walking his dog in a nearby park and meets the Davies family.
Okay.
The 1994 film
Too many movie clips here.
Yeah.
Peter Pan made his first official appearance in the book titled The Little White Bird, Barry's thinly veiled novel about George Davies that, today with our sensitivity to sexual predators, has a pretty creepy tone. In the book, a boy named David is befriended by the narrator who pretends to have a son of his own who died. He uses this lie to create empathy with David's parents. The narrator is particularly excited about David's mother, Mary, who's been duped, and allows him to take David utterly from his own to make him mine. Within the novel, the narrator invents a story about a magical boy named Peter Pan who never grows up and lives in Kensington Gardens. The character was then developed into its own book, where the story has Peter Pan killing anyone who chooses to grow up. Now, why would he create the character after a sexually twisted Greek god?
Yeah, you know what? A lot of fucking legends and fairy tales and stories have dark origins and shit. And you know what? They get modified and changed for the sensibilities of each generation.
Yeah.
You know, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't, just because the original version of the story had some troubling elements that offend our sensibilities today.
Yeah, at the time that these stories were created, they didn't. People were just like, oh, that's a normal story.
The fucking Peter Pan movie that Disney made has some like really pretty fucking offensive by today's standard racial stereotypes about Native Americans in it.
You know, it's bad to be exposed to different ideas.
And you wouldn't
TJ.
see that today.
No,
but so what? You know, people's sensibilities are always changing, and the kind of stories they like and the elements they want in those stories changes with the times.
The Song of the South.
Modern people don't skulk around afraid of Pan, the god of sex. You know what I mean? Like it's not an association we make when we see Peter Pan.
Pan is disturbing in and of itself. But what's even more ironic is that in Barry's personal life, accusations of foul play began to surface. Claims that the relationship Barry built with the Davies boys, especially
This has
Michael,
nothing to do
was
with the
one of
movie.
an inappropriate manner. One such letter was written to Michael on his 8th birthday. I wish I could be there with you and your candles. You can look on me as one of your candles, the one that burns badly, the greasy one that is bent in the middle. But still, hooray, I'm Michael's candle. I wish I could see you putting on the red-skin clothes for the first time. Dear Michael, I'm very fond of you. But don't tell anybody.
Yeah, well, okay, look,
According to the
dude,
Greek
honestly,
myths, Pan
by today's standards, that's pretty creepy. By, you know, the period standards, probably not, guys. People talked about how fond they were of each other back then. They wrote little, you know, whimsical poems to one another and shit, and it didn't always mean they wanted to suck each other's dicks.
Yeah, I mean, you probably have a knowledge of that being like a theater guy and shit, because, you know, Shakespeare
not only
was
that,
definitely
but
writing that shit.
I'm an
not,
edgy...
Not that this is from the same time, but, you know.
I'm an edgy bad poet myself, so, you know, I've done it.
No, Paul, it's all nefarious and evil.
But I mean, like,
perhaps the reason why...
even if it is, what does it have to do with any modern incarnation of the story that has, as I've said, been modified and changed to meet with modern sensibilities? Like, what bearing... I mean, it's not like this guy's still alive collecting royalty checks every time you fucking see this, so even if he did some fucked up shit in his own life, it's not like he continues to benefit. He's fucking dead.
The
Long
modern
dead.
depictions of him in cartoons and movies show him corrupting the female characters. Pan's appearances in films such as The Chronicles of Narnia are simply eerie. When Mr. Tumnus takes Lucy back to his place and serves her a hallucinogenic...
Okay.
He's a mischievous fucking
This is just
character.
retarded.
This
What
is so
the
fucking
fuck
stupid.
are you talking about?
The character acts in the nature of the character, showing it's evil, and it's based on evil things. It's like, what the fuck? Do you not realize this is a work of fucking fiction?
All right, next video.
Queer kids feminism.
Welcome to Queer Kid Stuff.
okay to be
I'm
gay,
Lindsay,
sure.
and this is my best friend Teddy.
I wouldn't say best friend. I know the girl. I'm doing a thing.
Okay, well...
Why is there a Jewish teddy bear? Why is there an like a obnoxious Jewish teddy bear?
I felt like tension just enter my entire body when that teddy bear started talking, dude.
I know it was really unexpected.
Creepy.
Like, what is with SJW's like types and making fucking stuffed animals talk? Because Steve Shives does this shit too, where he does a whole show where his stuffed animals talk about him.
Creepy.
For booze money, I don't think casual acquaintances. Casual acquaintances is what I would say this is.
And today we're
Hold
talking.
on, wait a minute. Why does the bear have to be jump cutted? It's not like there's even lip movements or anything. All you gotta do is wiggle it around for a little while and sync the word. You know, like what's with the jump cuts
Get
on the
some
bear?
fucking editing and come back and talk to me.
It doesn't. Why would you possibly need to edit that? Did you just not jiggle it long enough? Like, yeah, I jiggle it for 3 seconds. I'll just loop that. What?
About feminism.
Oh, good.
Queer kid stuff. You are enough. Here at Queer Kid
I did not consent to this. So, what are you doing? What's wrong with you? You know, when Steve Shives plays make-believe, at least he gives his stuffed animals fucking booze.
You need to loosen up. Drink your beer.
That is just fucking sad.
I like
Okay,
it.
so is this a joke then?
I think it is.
I'm thinking
Okay.
so. I don't know what its actual ideological point is, but
it's not a very good joke or a enjoyable joke, but I guess it's a joke.
I'm dressed like Rosie the Riveter because we're talking about feminism.
Yeah, you said that at the top of the thing. Feminism, a grade schooler's favorite topic. What is she, like a professional wrestler, like a WWE diva? Because you are no Trish Stratus, I can tell you that shit.
Rosie
All right, well.
It's like Teddy Rubskin.
Yeah.
Teddy
I guess
Rubskin, dude.
Remember that dude?
Yeah, I guess I'm not ideologically probably going to disagree with it, but it is pretty bad.
Yeah, let's move on.
Yeah,
I didn't
not
know what it
funny,
was.
Not anything, just garbage.
Let's take a moment and discern the spirits.
Oh, this fuck. Discern
There
those
is a
spirits for
demonic
us.
spirit of child abuse.
Okay.
I mean, setting aside the obvious
In the Catholic
murder-suicide, these two men were deceived on so many levels. But when you begin to abuse children, now there was a 16-year-old who came forward, but 8 other elementary-age children had been abused by this teacher in the school. Now those are just the human actors. Now who is to blame for this spiritually?
Spiritually?
There are even policy decisions
Satan?
that are made in America, and not just by this gay
Pan.
couple
Pan's
who don't know
responsible
Christ,
for this spiritually.
who
We just
are
learned that.
lust in their homosexual sin.
Oh.
But as a culture now, the demonic spirit of homosexuality has taken over and redefined marriage, particularly in Minnesota, to
everywhere,
tell these
everywhere.
boys that it's
This has to
okay.
be- this has to be older.
And the demonic spirit of deception has taken over the school board, or whoever decided, maybe the principal decided to hire these child abusers to teach elementary school.
What is even
going
Well, if anything, they
I'm
should have been
I'm sure that
disqualified
the,
immediately
I'm sure
because
the child predator put on their fucking teaching resume likes to diddle kids, and the fucking principal was like, "Yep, that's the one," because that's how predators work. They're just out there like, "Hey, can I finger bang some fucking second graders? Is that cool?" Or
Yeah, come
Also,
on down.
This completely
we've bought into the homosexual agenda. Why not?
Also, the completely ridiculous assumption by this guy that because someone's homosexual that they want to have sex with children.
yeah. Well, we all know that correlation has been well documented.
Oh yeah, mountains
Over
of
and
evidence.
over and over again.
of their immorality. Because the immorality inside of these two men are indicators that they are unfit to be a good example to little children. And then the demonic spirit manifests and multiplies in the abuse and recruiting of those children into sin. This is evil upon evil.
It's all demonic
And
spirits and
it's not
shit.
just these two men are at fault. It is our laws as a society.
Isn't that kind of like excusing the fucking actual actions of the people to say it's just demons? It's just demons inside them. Like, no, it's just human beings.
So, you know, when we talk about
It's just
homosexuality,
human beings being fucked up.
Isn't all the stuff against homosexuality, if I recall, in the Old Testament? Isn't it?
Well, I mean, there's some stuff in the New Testament that can be
there
argued
is.
for, yeah.
Well, I
But
mean,
not from Jesus, though.
Okay, so, I mean, yet again, it's where the Bible contradicts itself, where they'll say, oh, well, the Old Testament is no good because there's a new covenant with God, so those are the laws, or these are the rules. It's like, it's just whatever is convenient for their argument, it seems to be the interpretation they have then.
I mean, the Bible fucking condemns a lot of shit. Homosexuality doesn't seem to be on the top of its hit list by any stretch of the imagination. Seems to be a pretty low priority. It's not something that's like constantly discussed. It's not in the 10 Commandments or any of that shit.
And guess what? It's been legal and the sky hasn't fallen. Oh my God.
That need to be changed to prevent and protect children from this kind of abuse in the future.
Yeah.
I don't even.
Whatever.
Did he ever
dude.
even mention any specifics of whatever case he's talking about?
No.
Nonsense.
Unless it was just cut out of this particular fucking video.
Yeah, they cut out the part where he was begging for money, I'm sure, too.
So there are the people who say that the white race is not going to die out. And then there are those who say, well, yes, it is, but it doesn't
Did
really
we watch
matter.
this? Oh, did we? I feel like we watched this.
We did. I thought it maybe was a different video, but it's starting.
No, sorry.
All right, no, it's all good.
Hi, so I'm here with Onision, my boyfriend, and we're going to do a reality
Okay.
show. So when Greg's not recording or editing videos,
So these are.
You don't even need to say it, dude.
Yeah. These are his videos.
he likes to play video games.
I'm not playing games right now. I'm just sitting.
Did you guys actually record with some real audio equipment? You know,
Scintillating, dude. Scintillating.
Not have someone holding a camcorder zooming in slowly on you. Maybe that would be a good idea, too.
I mean, like, my fucking road trip vlog thing that I just shot on my little Canon Vixia looked better than this shit.
You know,
the
dude,
lighting.
I hate your fucking, the top of your Twitter is your fucking 3 YouTube gold play buttons and your, like, 4 or 5 silver ones, and you're doing this shit? I mean,
dude,
ugh.
honestly, like, I hate to be the guy to say this, but Onision, please go back to inappropriately critiquing underage girls. This fucking sucks, dude.
So what are we going to do today, Greg?
I'm just gonna eat chips for a while.
Does the cameraman have epilepsy?
Oh my God, fuck this.
What is this shit,
Scotty's rage
dude?
quitting. He's like, no.
I cannot see more.
No.
So bad.
What is this garbage?
How much does he have to pay that girl?
I don't know. She probably just worked for the exposure. She's probably some middling YouTuber that was like, oh my God, collab with Anion.
If you don't like chip eating, you can just go away.
Well, can I have one then? Oh, okay.
Dude, that was hilarious, though.
She wanted
fucking
one
kill me,
chip.
dude.
She wanted one chip, but he poured a bunch of chips into her hand.
Funny. That's funny.
That's hilarious. What a great gag. I never would have thought of a bit like that. It's anus.
Dude, what's gonna happen? Is he gonna spill the cleaner on the counter? Wah, 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 wah. Oh shit, is he gonna knock something off the shelf? Oh no.
He's
Like,
laying
oh
in
my-
bed.
What is this garbage? How many minutes long is this fucking shit?
It's really
They
long.
fight with lightsabers and they do yard work, I guess.
Relationship. We've gone through some tough times, but I think we're pulling through. Really. We really are.
Oh, dude, hilarious.
Oh, how outrageous. How outrageous.
Move over,
God,
Carlin.
he's a
Move over, Hicks. Move over, Lenny Bruce. This is the man right here. This is the comedian of the ages.
And this great music to accompany. That fucking totally scores the scene so well.
Onision, you should do like a fucking performance piece where you fucking go out to the middle of nowhere with no technology and no means of communicating with anyone else and do it for like 25 years and come back and tell everyone it was a joke.
Before you signed the will!
What is this?
Oh, fucking kill me. Dude, what are we doing?
This is so fucking bad.
What are we watching?
God, like,
Oh, God, this is garbage.
I know some of our shit in like eggs 1, 2, and 3 was shit, but Jesus fucking Christ, it's better than this.
Oh, dude. Compared to this, eggs 1, 2, and 3 are fucking tours de force, dude. They're masterpieces.
There
Each
is
one
no
of them in
eggs
their
th-
own
there's
right.
No eggs 3. There's only bricks 3.
Oh, that's
you're
true.
right.
Bricks
You're right.
3,
You're
eggs
right.
2.
Yeah.
You're right. My bad.
Stupid
bad, yeah.
fucks.
Fuck you,
Stupid
TJ.
fucking idiots.
Man,
I'm
fuck
sorry.
you, TJ.
Ah.
I'm sorry, Lance.
I don't like it.
TJ.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Catch his
I
neck.
don't like
Catch
it.
his neck.
I don't like it.
Dude, somebody grab that
Paul.
collarbone.
Oh well.
Ah!
Tap out, tap out, tap out, tap out. Ha! TJ taps. Hey, Paul.
God, no.
Hey, Paul, have you heard about the new visitor to the space
I don't
station?
like that at all.
It's
No,
he's going to be announced on January 17th.
And
Just
you
so
know
happens
what?
the day when you
Paul,
get here.
There's no fucking
Paul,
space station.
Paul, on Star Trek Online, I already have about 50 players in our fleet, and we're building a space station. And what I'm going to do is we're going to make a character that looks just like TJ and have a bunch of little Gurgi characters dancing around. And we're going to take a tour of the space station.
Fuck you.
We're going to watch it here live on the show.
Well, Ben, you're not going to want to forget the new resident either.
Because I want it ingrained into TJ's head when he thinks about this space station. Look, TJ, this is your beautiful space station. Oh, but what is this? You are not alone here, TJ.
No.
Your solitude is broken by Gurgi and friends. Oh no, whatever shall TJ do? Because he's blown up the planet so he can't run away to the planet.
Go over to Rage Feed. Check out the videos if you want to join the fleet and help us build the beautiful space station.
Yeah, if you want to waste your time
can
with
Ensign
Ben
Paul join the fleet,
building
dude?
this shit.
Oh, you know what? I play as you, Paul.
You do?
Yeah.
Cool, I'll play as the Plumbo Pounder then. Somebody totally different
But I
than
mean,
me.
like, I've seen other versions of you too. Everyone's welcome to come and make whoever they want. And I saw someone made Gale. I saw someone make the Manatee.
Wow.
Yeah, I saw the Church of Gale with like Gale as the captain, and like Brent Spiner and all of them.
Well, Ben, you're going to have someone new on the space station very soon. Very, very soon, TJ.
It's fully stocked, TJ, for all of you to live together in harmony.
Pussy.
You have any guesses as to who will be joining you on your space station, TJ? You want to take a guess?
I'm assuming it's going to be something I hate, so I'm just trying to think of characters I hate, but I don't want to even give you. I don't even want to throw guesses out there because that's like, ooh, nice suggestion for future torture.
You know
what? This is just by chance, TJ. They want to come to the space station.
When I was playing Star Trek Online, people kept saying Space Race, and I kind of felt like I was playing Space Race.
I feel like it's gonna be fucking Snarf. If Snarf from Thundercats would be my fucking guess.
Dude, now.
The problem is, Ben, is that they don't even know what space race is.
Who are the Mestizos?
Someone should make a ship called the Mestizo. Yeah, originally, Paul, the first ship that you were the captain of, the character that I was playing was the USS Depression.
Sweet.
But now you've upgraded to the USS Xanax.
Awesome.
So,
dude, that's my ship, dude.
it's a chill ship. You're a Telomerese. Which they're a hideously ugly alien species that has long beards. Actually,
Awesome.
Yeah.
You picked this. You picked the exact one I would have picked. So you made the right choice.
Well, yeah, because you were a Nosferatu, so of course.
Unfortunately, we can't make. They couldn't make you quite as fat as you really are because
That's always a problem
that.
in these games for me, dude. Like, stop fat oppression, dude. My body type should be reflected in these create your own character games as well, dude.
Yeah, dude.
We need check their fucking privilege.
We need more morbidly obese characters.
It's free
in
to
gaming,
play, so we're gonna get a ton of people. We're gonna build this beautiful space station.
Just add like an inch and a half to that fat slider for me. That's all I'm asking. Just let it go a little farther.
Paul, I would like for you, you know what, because we're ranking people in the fleet. So if you want to join in and play, I'll rank you up as a leader in the fleet, and we will build this space station.
Dude, when I get there, I'm there, dude.
Yeah,
totally gay.
On
number
Wednesday,
one, dude. I'll be your number one, dude.
On Wednesday after the show, we'll be playing.
I love how we're just talking as Onision's dead body is just on the screen.
Well, that made me happy and enthusiastic.
Yeah. Everyone feels good about themselves. Like, he's dead. Okay, cool. Finally.
Oh, hold on. No. I don't have any of that. Sorry. My bad.
Okay.
Thank goodness.
Well, somebody sent in a question, wanted to know what I think about this demand for $15 minimum wage. Mind you, that's $15 an hour for jobs that don't even require a high school diploma. They say it's the moral thing to do in order to provide a living wage to low-income, unskilled workers. Well, Pumpkin, here's a couple of questions.
Okay.
At what point did a starter job become a career ambition? And do you think that if the minimum wage went to $15 per hour, that fast food
when the
companies, for
economy
instance,
went
would
to
continue
shit
to...
after the Great Recession, 2008. That's pretty much when.
Well, I mean, there were people
Like when
working
they-
low-skilled,
but sure,
underpaid jobs
but
before then.
when the average age of a fast food worker became like in their 30s, that's
Yeah.
when that happened. When the best job people in their 30s could get was, I'm gonna fucking flip burgers at McDonald's.
hire uneducated, ill-equipped, inexperienced workers, or would they go after achievers and people with a goal beyond a starter job? You see, this is just another way of making the minimum wage another form
See,
of
the
welfare.
problem is here, brother. Problem is here is that people with ambitions outside of that starter job have to pay for their school, and they got to work a job to make money to pay for that schooling so that they can get a better job. So there you go, Pumpkin. There's your answer, Pumpkin.
Oh,
most
but
for the
Paul,
least. And if the
you
wage
of
is
course,
increased-
you usually have to go massively into debt to do that because, look, behind mortgages, it's college debt in the U.S.
Stupid
So
fucking shit kicker. Dude, not everybody's daddy leaves them a cattle ranch, faggot.
Guess what, sugar? Everything will begin to
Sugar?
increase in cost. Therefore, the person now making more money will have to spend more to afford what they need in order to live.
You're talking
They'll
about
also pay
inflation.
more in taxes and shut down small businesses, putting a cramp on the job market, thus rendering their minimum wage raise worthless in the long run. Rent goes up, rates goes up. You see the trend. Sure sounds good, though, if you're a politician running for office.
I mean, like, the problem is several states have raised the minimum wage, and that didn't happen.
yeah, the state we live in, they voted to raise the minimum wage, and I'm pretty much sure that, how's the economy around here, guys? You see them building new shit everywhere, new businesses opening all the time?
No.
Oh, man. Up here in Washington State, with these, I think pretty much one of the highest minimum wages in the country, we're doing pretty good as far as that. As far as economic growth.
Places don't even want to employ anymore around here because, there's actually help wanted signs everywhere.
Huh.
Yep.
That's
Crazy,
strange.
huh?
No one cares that they have to pay more for the fucking for their employees. They're gonna just
I know.
go along
You
with
think
the
it's
law
the
of the land.
responsibility of those gnarly 1%ers to go snatch some cash off their secret money tree and pay you more because you deserve it. And I know there's a lot of bleeding hearts out there that are going to unfollow me and promise to never watch my videos again. You try to raise a family and pay rent and pay bills and blah, blah.
These are just normal people. Fuck them. Fuck them. They don't need it.
If I didn't have to apparently watch your video for this show, there's no way I'd be watching your video to begin with.
Overinflated shit kicking asshole. Fuck you.
Blah, blah. Look, nobody told you to start a family. Nobody told you to drop out of school. What happened to personal responsibility? You remember when men and
So
women
that's
worked during the
everyone
day?
working minimum wage jobs are people who started families and just blew off school. And
What is? But like, it's not.
There's
even,
plenty of people, dude,
It's
that
not
went to
even
college.
fucking related.
Yeah.
It's not even fucking related. What does that have to? What is personal response? They have a job. Isn't that enough personal fucking responsibility? You got a full-time job.
No, because look, we need this guy here to advocate for billion-dollar corporations. These poor small companies,
It's a big fucking smokescreen from the real issue. Like, is this enough money for a person to live on? No, it's not. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't think someone with a starter job should be fucking driving around in a Cadillac and hanging out in a swimming pool, drinking out a gold chalice.
No shit.
But should they be able to afford rent on a place and a fucking vehicle to get where they need to go and food to feed themselves? Yep.
If
Doesn't
this guy
seem that
isn't some
unreasonable
kind
to
of,
me.
if this guy isn't some kind of rich cattle rancher's son or some shit, I can guarantee you there are people in his family that have bitched about their low-paying fucking jobs and how they have to work for the man for peanuts. This guy's fucking so disingenuous. Just silly, dude.
And paid their bills and went to school at night all on their own dime. There wasn't any financial tuition assistance. So quit crying and learn a trade. Quit spending your money on $500 phones
There
and
was
big
no
flat screen
tuition
TVs.
assistance?
And don't talk
When?
about what the CEOs are making
Yeah,
and how
that's
unfair that
bullshit.
is. You're doing a job
dude.
anybody above the age
Because
of 8
all
can
these
do.
fucking people working nowhere but McDonald's have big $500 phones and big plasmas. What a retard.
Look, I have people that work for me, and guess what? When they do a good job, they get financially rewarded beyond what their income is. I live on the road. I eat fast food. I shouldn't, but I do. I love the stuff. And the folks working at the windows want $15 an hour? Look, when my wife started her...
I can't believe that these people who serve me this food and provide this service that I use on a regular basis want to be compensated fairly for their labor. Fuck them. Bullshit.
career
It's
as a
fucking
nurse extern, she
bullshit.
made $10.27 an hour. When she began as a nurse with a bachelor's degree, she made $19 an hour. Are you telling me you want that level of income for putting the wrong sandwich in my bag? but we're worth more.
The
Not
wrong
standing out on the
sandwich.
street with a picket sign, you're not. Put your sign up, get online, take a class. You want more money, go make it, go get it. Don't stand around with your hand out waiting for a politician to pack your wallet. That's my answer to your
How's it a
question.
handout? It's a handout. You can't get a handout for doing a fucking job, retard. Pay me more is not a handout. That's not a fucking handout. A handout is like, I don't want to do nothing. Give me money. These people are saying, I'm doing this job. I can't really live on what they're paying me. Could I please have some more for this job?
No, he wants people to have to work 2 or 3 jobs. That's his solution. Is like, oh, you just gotta tough
Go
it up.
learn a skill.
Oh, they're only gonna pay $8 an hour. Oh, that's your problem. You get a job to make more money. It's just like this very it's just totally lacking in any sort of empathy for anyone else. Just like, oh, well, why don't you just go out and do it? It's like, yeah, if people want to get a lot of money or success, yeah, they're gonna have to work hard for it. Sure, I agree with you, but at the same time, you can't act like everyone just has these perfect circumstances to do that. A lot of people have a lot of issues and a lot of challenges.
What it really boils down to is his ass probably doesn't even pay his fucking employees that much, so he doesn't want to raise his fucking own employees' salaries.
$15 minimum wage. Love y'all. God bless. Here's Facebook book.
So if that's your motive, at least fucking be honest about it.
God, this fucking idiot, dude. This guy's an anchor around the neck of all of us.
Hi, it is your Dark Lord, Lucas Werner. Okay, just kidding. Yeah, I wanted to go into briefly why it might be a good idea for your children to have long telomeres on their chromosomes.
What?
Does this guy realize where the fuck he is? Why are you making a video when it sounds like a fucking truck stop, dumbass?
Maybe he's a trucker, dude.
Then he would have a cab he could make the video in, which would be a lot quieter.
No.
Well,
He doesn't. It's
that's
filthy. He doesn't feel like cleaning it
short
right now.
telomeres, which again can get
Telomeres
into the human genome through inbreeding or incest,
Right.
or even shorter, it seems, through mating with dudes under the age of 35. Short telomeres cause every problem.
So wait a minute. This is some kind of telomere-based argument for why women should sleep with him because he's over 35 and therefore his telomeres are better.
My telomeres, man, they're beautiful.
Beautiful pause there, TJ, by the way. Look at those spit strings, man. This guy's really into it.
Medical science. Okay, open up any medical problem. You got braces.
Any
you got
medical problem.
bad hearing. You got bad penmanship. You got bad vision. Your taste buds are off. You have
Dude, it's
diabetes.
your telomeres, dude. It's all your telomeres,
You have
dude.
acne problems. You have low
Telomeres.
intelligence. You have all sorts of things that are caused
Telomeres.
by the ageism of people pretty much fucking dudes under the age of 35, which
Hey, dude, there's problems like that for me and TJ personally, and my dad was over 35. Wow, he must have had really, really short telomeres, man. It must have been really short.
telomeres of people more than inbreeding or incest. Why do you want your kids?
Like, if this guy's fucking advice was followed, the human race would have died out long ago. Wasn't the average age like 35 for a while? So guys were supposed to wait till the year that they die to fucking finally breed.
Well, just think about it. The guys who lived past that were the most fucking tough guys.
I think that was
dude.
I think it was the average age to live to, or maybe it was like the median.
Yeah, the infant mortality rate kind of fucking gives that a
that's
weird...
that's what I'm saying. So yeah, most people that actually survived like childhood would usually become adults and live at least somewhat normal life. I mean, so I don't think people were dying at 30. They're probably dying at like 50 or 60 or something.
Yeah,
telomeres, dude.
Telomeres.
They have long telomeres because you don't want them to be fucked up genetically.
Don't fuck guys under 35, dude. If you're under 35, this guy is trying to blue ball you.
This fucking guy.
Oh my God.
Dude, how do you think humanity reproduced, thousands of years ago? Do you think people were waiting until they were 35? Like, dude, the minute the fucking guy got a boner and could come, that's when he was having kids back in the day. I guarantee it.
Man, I got this dick and it's fucking, I really want to stick it in something, but you know what? I got to wait till I'm 35.
Yeah, wait till you're 35.
Got to make sure my telomeres are long enough, you know?
Thag, sexually mature, but Thag needs to wait for telomeres before he Thag fuck.
What?
Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Yeah, dude.
My name is Lucas Werner. My website is conversationrage.weebly.com. Go to it. I might be nice to you and take you to Red Robin sometime, Generation Socialist that doesn't worship money. But fuck the Republicans, right? Because they're the only bigots. Not the millennials. No!
Troll
Get
or
back!
not a troll.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, a Trump voter. There you go.
I don't know what the fuck that was.
That was a
some
Trump
creepy
voter,
shit.
dude.
Before we get to the meat of it, it'll help to have just a little bit of a basic backstory. This is about Wendy's, the hamburger place. Everyone of a certain age remembers Where's the Beef, but there's actually another slogan, one that Wendy's has used for years and years. Take a look.
Go fuck yourself.
If hamburgers were meant to be frozen, wouldn't cows come from Antarctica? Wendy's hamburgers are made with fresh, never frozen beef.
Never frozen.
Who else can say that? It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's.
Sweet.
Okay, Wendy's has this thing about its beef being fresh, not frozen. Apparently, in the world of big hamburger, every distinguishing factor counts. A few days ago, Wendy's tweeted a reminder of its long-standing policy on its meat, and I quote, "Our beef is way too cool to ever be frozen." Smiling emoji with sunglasses. Totally innocuous tweet, right? It's like the kind of tweet no one could possibly have a problem with, right?
But someone
of course,
did.
Somewhere out there, someone was having the kind of day that made them say to themselves, I believe I shall now spend a sizable hunk of time arguing with the social media account of a fast food company. That someone's name is Thuggy D. An exquisite Twitter exchange happened between Wendy's and said Thuggy D.
This is great.
Tonight, I will be reading the Wendy's tweet, and Frank from our studio crew will be playing the role of Thuggy D. Take it away, Frank.
The beef is frozen, and we all know it. You'll know we laugh at your slogan, fresh, never frozen, right?
I think there's one more line.
Like, you're really a joke.
He's like, oh shit. He's like,
I like this
there's
guy.
one more.
I like that last line. To which Wendy's replied, sorry to hear you think that, but you're wrong. We've only ever used fresh beef since we were founded in 1969.
So you deliver it raw on a hot truck?
Oh, guys, what an idiot. It's refrigerated.
Let me pause here because you have to admit that is an interesting question that Thuggy D poses. And this is where Wendy's gets a little frosty and responds, and I quote, where do you store cold things that aren't frozen? Yes, a riddle. But how will Thuggy D respond?
Y'all should give up. McDonald's got you guys beat with that dope-ass breakfast.
And Wendy's brings down the hammer with, you don't have to bring them into this just because you forgot refrigerators existed for a second there.
Oh shit! Wendy's is getting testy with this fucker, dude.
When is they taking no shit?
Exposed. Oh my god, dude, that's horrible. I hope that guy deleted his Twitter, dude.
You just got pwned by fucking Wendy's, bitch.
Boom.
By a little headed
Thank you, Frank. That was excellent. Excellent read. It should come as a surprise to no one that after being fully eviscerated by the social media account of a hamburger chain, Thuggy D has deleted his account. And that's what we call the Twitter beef on the ridiculous.
Snap!
Thuggy D, you a bitch, dude. You got pwned by fucking Wendy's, dude. You got pwned by a Twitter that's like a joke.
Breakfast.
That Twitter's just to like fucking be like Wendy's. No one fucking actually. Who the fuck follows Wendy's on Twitter unless they're trying to win something? Come on.
Oh my god, that was just fucking beautiful.
I just can't believe someone got pwned by Wendy's on Twitter. It's just priceless.
I've seen some people get fucked online, but never by Wendy's, dude. That's gotta feel bad, man.
Oh, dude, that's why you deleted that account. It's like, how could you have any respect after that, even as like a troll account?
We should just play those.
Oh shit.
Storytime with Paul.
Paul's like, fuck.
What story am I telling tonight, guys?
Go.
That story that you're gonna tell, Paul.
Go ahead,
Paul.
Go ahead and tell us the story, Paul.
We're ready.
Go ahead and tell the story, Paul. Go ahead and tell us the story, Paul.
You can't just play the intro like we've discussed
just
story time with
bitch.
Paul.
Storytime with Paul.
Jesus
All right,
Christ!
now I
dude.
played it twice.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. I've told all my best stories. You want me to tell the one story I tell at the meetup for everybody? I'll tell that one.
Wait a minute, Paul. Don't you have some kind of alien story, dude?
I've told it on here.
Have you? I don't remember that.
I've told it.
Ah, damn. Just tell a story, Paul.
I mean, I'm racking my brain for a good one that I haven't told before.
Tell a story from when you were 27 years old. I want to know what 27-year-old Paul was up to, bitch.
Fuck, dude. I don't know. Like, why play the fucking intro?
Because we want a story, Paul.
When you know that we, like, I don't get it.
It's been too long, Paul.
Storytime with Paul.
You're really going to leave everyone hanging, Paul?
You're the one hanging me.
Paul, 3,948 people are watching now. Disappointed.
Scammer.
Disappointed with Paul.
You know, he doesn't want to tell stories anymore. Doesn't want to do the true Scotsman anymore. Oh, man.
You should tell a story time with Paul as the no true Scotsman.
Yeah.
Fuck you. What?
Oh, not up for the challenge, huh?
Paul has no stories, audience.
Dude,
Nothing to
blow
give
up
you.
At Ben's face. I could do a story time with Paul about the El Gaucho meltdown.
El Gaucho?
Do it.
Go ahead.
Dude, you want to go down that road, Ben? You want to tell that story?
You can tell whatever story
Tell
you
a
want.
story you want. Let's do it.
All right, fair enough. So Ben and I
you.
and the guys and then Chelsea all went to this really popular, like, expensive steakhouse in the Microsoft building in Bellevue called El Gaucho, which is lovingly referred to by people in the area as El Gaucho because, like, you're not getting out of there unless you pay about $200 a meal. Like, it really is. But I mean, it's good shit. Anyway, we're conversing as we do. And tanning came up. Now, I don't even remember the fucking context. I mean, it was really just an aside. Like, maybe one of you guys remember how tanning got brought up?
No.
No, I don't.
Okay, yeah, me neither. But we were talking about, like, tanning. And Ben said, and Ben can correct me if I'm wrong about this, but I think this is a pretty direct quote. Some people can't tan, end quote. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think that's what they said.
And I was like, well, yeah, they're called albinos. And Ben was like, no, I'm not talking about just albinos. I'm talking about, like, there's some people that just won't tan. They just burn. That's all they do is burn. And I was like, well, yeah, but I mean, eventually if those people are exposed to sunlight over and over again, those burns will set in, the melanin response will kick in, and they'll tan unless they're albinos. And Ben said, no, like, look at Seamus. He can never tan. And I was like, well, is he an albino? And Ben said, no, I don't think so. And I was like, well, then he can fucking tan. And Ben said, no, I don't think so. And so at this point, I was really kind of flabbergasted by what to do because the conversation was basically going nowhere. And Ben's not a guy to go like, all right, agree to disagree. So I tried that. I was like, all right, well, agree to disagree. And then Ben said, well, this is what Paul does. See, he's wrong about something, and then he wants me to agree to disagree. Fuck that, he's wrong. Some people can't tan. And I was like, no. I was like, Ben, no, pretty much everybody with normal melanin response can tan, even if they're real pale, Ben. Nope, Seamus can never tan. All right, Ben, all right, agree to disagree, or no, all right. I even tried the old, you're right, Ben. Oh, now he's just placating me because he doesn't want to be wrong anymore. We were having a few drinks. We were sharing a couple of bottles of wine as this was going on. Plus,
I just want to correct. I see Paul as the instigator at this point.
Sure, that's fine. But this isn't story time with Ben. Remember the intro you played? It's story time with Paul. So
true.
No, I'm kidding. You can. Hey, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just telling you what my perception of the events were.
Uh-huh.
I do remember at some point you did get up.
I did. Well, I'm getting there. So, like, we've been drinking, and we're fresh coming from the show, so we were a little stoned, maybe. I don't know. I was probably still. And I was getting a little more pissed than I probably should have, even though, it was kind of a maddening conversation. So, at some point, Ben is, we're going back and forth, and it's just not going to stop. And so I was like, I get up to go to the bathroom, because I did genuinely have to pee, but I'll be honest with you, I probably could have held it. I wanted to get away from the fucking table, because I was like, okay, go to the bathroom, I'll drain the snake, I'll put some cold water on my face, I'll do some deep breathing, and I'll come back to the table and everything will be cool. Ben will have moved on to somebody else to put under his laser scrutiny, and I will be free from the cold gaze of Ben. So I did that. I went upstairs to the bathroom, washed my hands, took a piss, you know what I mean? Like, did the whole thing, breathed, came back to the table and sat down. And Ben said something, like, I can't remember exactly what he said, but I like to remember it as, well, Paul, while you were gone, you got a really nice tan or some shit. Like, he just launched right back into it.
That's awesome.
I clearly gotten up and left, salty as fuck. And as soon as I sit down, Ben launches right back into it. So at that point, it escalates. I'll be honest, I got way mad. I got super fucking mad with Ben. And I was like, shut the fuck up, Ben. Shut up. So we're getting up to leave, right? We all stand up because it's about the end of the meal. And I think everybody was noticing that it was probably time for us to get out of this 5-star restaurant. And so as we're walking out, Ben's walking behind me. And he's just going, some people can't tan. Well, I don't understand what Paul's problem is. Some people can't tan. I'm just like, shut up, Ben. Do yourself a favor. Keep your mouth shut. Shut up. I don't want to hear it. I'm done with this conversation. And Ben said to me, and I quote, don't tell me to shut up, motherfucker. I say whatever I want. And I turned around and I got in his face for 1 second. And I said, then turn around and say it to somebody else, faggot. And then we turned around, everybody got quiet, we got in the elevator, we went downstairs. Now, earlier, before this, I had only had about a glass of wine, so I wasn't I wasn't drunk at all by the end of that. In fact, getting pissed like this makes me sober as a fucking judge. So I had agreed to drive Ben's car home because Ben had been drinking. So we're walking out of the elevator and we get down into the fucking parking garage or whatever. And I go, all right, Ben, well, you want me to drive you home? And you're like, I don't know. You want to admit that fucking some people don't tan? And I was like, fuck you, drive yourself. I got in the car with Scotty and that was that.
Remember the argument you guys got into? Was it you and TJ or you and Ben about penguins?
Yeah, that was another one.
Yeah,
and also at another restaurant.
We already talked about that one.
Yeah,
No, I know that. I was just bringing that up because I just remember like 2 meals I had with you guys, right? To just listen to you, and I was like, man, literally, like at a certain point, I wanted to fucking just upend the table and beat the shit out of both of you. I was like, Jesus Christ, I don't care about these fucking penguins. I don't care about this shit. Like, who cares if you could fucking tan or not?
I remember the story slightly different. I remember saying that some people can't tan, and I remember like trying to like let it go, and I remember Paul being like, "No, not this time, no."
You know what? I do remember that happening too. In fairness to Ben, I do remember that happening too. Where like, I think it was to the point where like Paul was gonna let it go, or something. You were gonna let it go, but then it was just like for some reason you guys just kept wanting to go at it, and it just kept going.
Ben and I have had like 5 or 6 big arguments about shit that, like, on the face of it, when you take it out of the argument, is totally like we fought about WEC, we fought about invisible belts in a video game.
Yep.
We fought about tanning. We fought about penguins. What else? Am I missing any, Ben? I'm sure I'm missing.
I think those are the major ones.
Penguins.
African.
So anyway, that
penguins,
was an argument that Ben and I had over tanning in a 5-star restaurant in Bellevue. So I guess there's a story time with Paul.
That is a story.
See.
Someone in the chat said gingers can't tan, Paul.
Gingers can't tan,
So there you
Mr.
go.
PaulsEgo.
Anecdotal Paul, but my mom's a ginger and she tans. So
Your mom ain't no ginger, bitch.
The ginger.
She ain't no
I'll give you a
fucking
picture of her.
ginger.
She's a full-blown ginger, dude.
Well,
She's
Scotty,
a ginge.
I think we still got a little time left, so maybe you should tell your fucking story too, Scotty.
Yeah.
I think that story belongs
Story time with Scotty
on the Drunken Peasants private show.
Oh, you're not gonna tell the Popeye story on the private show.
This next private show.
Oh, do we announce when that stuff's happening?
Well, I sent it out to the patrons, but
We can announce
Okay,
it now.
well, we can just tell the patrons that if you are a patron, please go check the Drunken Peasants Patreon because we have made announcements about when some stuff is happening. We've made announcements about when the hangout's happening. We've made announcements when the private show is going to happen. And we're going to be shooting the commentary pretty soon. We haven't decided on a movie yet, but maybe if anyone out there has any suggestions, let us know.
But it will not be on this private show. It'll be on the drinking private show. I'll tell the Popeye.
Oh, you're gonna tell. So you're not gonna. So you're gonna
saving it.
So if you guys want to hear Scotty's Popeye story that traumatized him for life,
Oh shit.
he's gonna tell it next month. So if you become patrons this month, you can hear the fucking Popeye story. It's pretty fucking funny.
What are we doing for this one?
I don't know. Is Paul gonna be there? Paul's gonna be there, right?
Paul will be here.
So maybe we should fucking do a hazing ritual for Paul.
Shit.
Yes.
Dude, is getting fisted and beat the shit out of not enough fucking hazing, dude? Honestly.
I feel like you need one more big hazing ritual.
One more.
Dude, seriously, dude. Honestly, can somebody else take the fucking bullet this time, dude?
Let's
can
see.
one of you
TJ, do you want to take it? Do you want to take it? No. Do I take it? No.
Fine, I'll do it again. Haze
It turns
again.
out no. I'm gonna
Haze me in
develop
for the fourth time.
I'm gonna develop a series of rituals that make you officially, finally, a drunken peasant for real. Because we all know.
Fair enough.
We all know you're fucking not a real peasant, Paul. But soon you will be. After you go through the trials.
It will be the Drunken Peasants induction ceremony. If Paul...
The 7 trials of Paul's ego.
Oh, do we want to talk about the next Vimeo episode that we're thinking about doing?
Oh, I haven't even heard about this one.
Well, let us know how you guys feel about this because we're just considering this. But
an entire Vimeo.
We were
episode.
thinking one thing we've never covered on we all here really have problems with the Young Turks, but we've never covered them on our show. So we were thinking maybe we do the Drunken Peasants versus the Young Turks, where we review nothing but Young Turks videos for the entire show, and put that as like a paid fucking special episode. Kind of like we did with Mind of the Manatee and other stuff like that. So if that's something you guys would be interested in, you think that's cool, just let us know. And if you guys are excited about that, well, that's something we could definitely do this month and get that out to you guys reasonably quick. So yeah, just let us know about that.
The only other thing is we were doing a meetup on January 31st at 8 p.m. in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Dude, are non-peasants invited to that one, or am I staying home for that one? I don't know.
You're coming.
You're coming, Paul.
Do I have to wear nipple clamps the whole time, though?
Yes.
To haze me into the hangout? Cool.
Originally, no, but now that you mention,
Now, yes.
Yes.
Sweet. Got the nipple clamps back.
The chat really wants us to fucking do this Young Turks episode. They're excited about it.
Yeah, I think it'd be good.
Then it shall happen.
We're going to take Jank down. We're going to take him down to levels that AIU and all the other critics have only dreamed of.
Dude, are we going to watch his election meltdown?
Oh, yeah. We're going to watch... If you guys have good Young Turks regressive clips...
Send them our way.
Even if they're old, even if they're like a couple years old or more, like if they're really cringy or bad, just send them to us. Like if you got something about them like complaining about Halloween costumes or doing any sort of PC super whiny SJW type shit, just send it our way.
Yeah, the obvious stuff
give
we'll
us the
probably
creme
do
de la
anyway.
creme
The Alex Jones interruption that happened, like that. I can't imagine we'd have some stuff to say about that. But because we like to create like a history of these people. We like to look back at the past and watch it develop. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So please send us those. And thank you so much for watching. I think we're gonna get out of here.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up.
Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the show. Scotty says thumbs down.
We will see you on Wednesday.
Give us a thumbs up if you hate Scotty.
Good night, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Fuck you, TJ.